Let the games begin. Hello, everybody.
Let the games begin.
Hello, everybody. It is Sunday. It is still a special Pride. Some other heroes. Welcome to this extremely queer, very friendly, very welcoming set of adventures, raising money for an amazing charity. We are your regular queer Dungeoneers, but plus one, who we will introduce presently. So to start with, before we jump into it, I am doing things still a little backwards. Haven't figured out how we're all doing this for this one, but we're going to start out by shouting out our amazing mods, particularly because it's quite important this time. We have Hedgehawk UK and Bespectacled Man in the chat, Hedge and Nikki respectively. They are wonderful, warm human beings. We love them to pieces. They are there to keep things safe and the chat civil and wonderful. We are a safe space for LGBTQIA plus people and any other marginalised groups who wish to come and join us and
not Turks or Tories though.
Yes, so if they just stop anybody coming in with the wrong attitude, particularly this month where it's all a little more heightened, this place needs to remain somewhere safe and warm and wonderful where you can be yourselves no matter who you love or how you love. Right, that was the soapbox bit off the way. So before that, so next is kind of just introduce anybody, and we're going to do it slightly different. We're going to introduce our guest last. I'm going to go first, and then I'm going to choose somebody, and then that person is going to choose somebody. Okay, so I'm giving you forewarning this time.
Intro royale.
My name is Chris. I use he, him pronouns, and today I will be playing Lindworm, who is our resident nature witch. For those of you who know what Thirsty Sword Lesbians entails. And I am going to choose Charlie.
It's moi. Hello, I'm Charlie. I use she, her pronouns. And I am your resident spooky witch. So the spooky version, who's got a giant bug, and she's wonderful. The end.
Pick someone.
And I'm going to choose Wayne.
Hi everybody, I'm Wayne, my pronouns are he, him, and I shall be playing the glamorous host of all things cabaret and drag at Arkasan's Teahouse, the lovely Sasha, who uses they, them pronouns. And I choose Michelle.
Hi everyone. I'm Michelle. My pronouns are she, her, and I will be playing the devoted. I've got a job to do and I've got a duty, and nothing's going to distract me from it. And
Challenge accepted.
Wait, where did we leave you last time?
Don't worry about it.
And I'm gonna hand over to Theo.
Wait, you didn't say your character's name.
Oh, Freya Hale.
Cool.
Thanks.
All right. Hello. I am Theo. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be your friendly neighborhood game master for this month. And I will pass over to our lovely guest, best-selling author, Kristen Randall.
A jet-setting celebrity.
Oh my gosh. Hi, I'm Kristen. I use they, she pronouns, and I'm going to be playing Alma, who is the beast. She's super normal. She uses she, her pronouns, and she's super normal. She promises, for sure, totally normal, not a cat person, here. For sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Wonderful.
Great.
That's brilliant.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah.
There is no insight check here.
There is.
There is no insight here.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that, everybody, and welcome, Kristen. It's really lovely to have you with us. We're very excited.
I'm so excited to be here. This is going to be the best time.
Hell yeah.
Wayne, would you like to tell people a little bit about why we're doing this month?
Sure. As you know, the whole month we are doing a range of streams, including this fantastic one, as well as drawing inspiration and another exciting stream towards the end of the month. And the whole month we are raising money for charity because it is Pride Month. So we are raising money for a charity called Just Like Us, who provide support and resources to help young queer people to survive and to thrive. They help providing materials and support and training for young ambassadors, people who can actually go out and meet other queer people who may not have access to any other queer people in their life that they can talk to. They can learn what they really need to know about living a life as a healthy queer person and accepting themselves. They also work with schools, Just Like Us provide materials and training for teachers and other educators so that they know how to talk to young people, how to support young people, and also how to pass that learning on. And in case you were wondering why we do this, at the risk of bringing the mood down, there are still multiple statistics that prove that young queer people are 4 times more likely to attempt suicide purely because they don't have role models and supportive people in their lives who actually support their lifestyle and their identity. And that alone is really significant, and I think that's why we still need this. As somebody posted this month already, the reason that we still need Pride and that we still need to support these charities is because somewhere out there are still people who believe that it's better off being dead than being queer. And until that changes, this really is important. So, as somebody who is, a little older than some of you, growing up queer has been, something that has changed and has made a huge impact on my life and how I felt about myself in good and bad ways. And I just wish that I had the support that these people like Just Like Us are offering to young people when I was that age. So it means a lot to me. If you can donate, there is a QR code on the screen that you can just scan with your telephonic apparatus, or you can go to the link that is in the chat, and that is our Just Giving link. And everything that we raise will be going to Just Like Us. I know things are tough. If you can't donate money and you can't give that way, please could we ask that you just share one of our posts or the QR code when we post it online with your community on social media or anywhere else that you have one. Because if just one person gives £5, that would make a huge difference to us. We just want to do as much as we can in 1 month. So there we go. So my soapbox was a little longer than Chris's, but thanks, bye, give us money.
I mean, it's normally my soapbox that everyone has to put up with anyway, but not so this month. This month, we are handing full control over to the wonderful Theo.
Nobody panic.
Everybody
panic.
Oh, gay panic.
Hell yeah.
Would you like me to drop the titles, Theo?
Do it.
One day, I'm just going to get the titles to get going and then just leave everybody on screen so that you can all see the chaos that happens.
Don't let them see behind the curtain.
No, don't pass the kimono like that. No,
We're
no,
professionals.
Yes, keep your kimono
Yeah.
firmly closed. Thank you.
Close the kimono.
All right. Well, this is the part where we would say previously on some of the heroes. We're going to do things a little differently, and instead of listening to my boring voice, because you get to hear too much of that anyway, I'm going to ask one of our characters to tell us what they think happened last time. And to start us off, I think I'm going to pick Freya.
Oh no! I was definitely.
We'll help
paying
you out
attention.
if you need it.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, so let me get into
What happened according to Freya?
Well, according to Freya, last week we were all hanging out in the tea house like normal. Nothing too strange happening. When Mother called us in, who is Madame Violette? Yes, Madame Violette called us in to congratulate us and thank us for helping out with some previous work, helping Gwendolyn deal with their shape-shifting in a safe way and helped them out. We were having a great time. There was a commotion outside, and some people came pushing through to the back. They were... Names have left me.
Mabel York,
Mabel York and her assistant. Is that right?
by
And
the
her
name of Gertrude.
Gertrude. Thank you. Gertrude came in. I was definitely paying attention to names. Wasn't distracted looking outside at all. They came in with, I believe, papers wanting to buy the tea house, which obviously we're not going to do. I mean, Mother's not going to do it. It's not my tea house, but you know what I mean. They're not going to do that. It's fine. So we kicked Mabel out, kind of. And then, yes, after refusing the offer of Aurolis, we went back into the tea house and had a lovely time when suddenly there was a bit of a commotion there was an incredible show. Christensen and Noah Vale put on a great show, as did
Stunning.
obviously Sasha. Stole the show, I would say, but not to their face because their ego's big enough. You're incredible, darling, and you know it. But it was sort of interrupted, kind of, by a young woman bursting through the door of the tea house with a cat we all recognised as Hamwise? Hamwise, who is friends with our friend Alma, who we've also not seen, and we're just a bit like, where is she? But we're sure she's fine. We hope she's fine. So we learned the girl's name was Elaine, and she had followed Hamwise here, assuming there would be help here. Her sister has been acting a little strange, a little odd, and so we all decided to leave the tea house and go and investigate their house. And I'm going to say something here that I'm not 100% sure if it's true, but once in the house, pretty sure, house is haunted. Ghosts. Pretty sure it's haunted. Moira did some wonderful...
Bug whispering.
bug ghost whispering.
Yeah.
Not just regular bugs, don't be silly.
Dead bugs.
Dead bugs. Spoke to some dead bugs, and was beginning to try and commune with other beings in the house. And, Sasha just thought that she looked quite beautiful doing it. Doing something she's so good at, really in her element, which was very nice. And there was some other fun bits, of course, but I think that's sort of the gist of it.
Yeah, I'd say that was a very good rundown. Well done.
Thanks.
Well, and Lindworm had some quite good discussions with some pot plants.
I was going to say that.
I mean, they weren't that good. He wasn't that exactly that helpful, was he?
No, that's
Did just want to
It was
leave.
just a plant. What do you expect?
he's just a little guy in a pot.
Just a little pot.
He just wants to
I
leave
know,
the
I
scary
know.
house.
These Avalonian plants, they just don't know what they're living for, do they?
Okay, so with that, we will pick up where we left off, which was hang on, let's get some better atmospheric spooky music.
Set
Spooky.
the ambiance.
So spooky.
So yes, where we left off, as Freya, our resident knight in shining armor, was trying to. She thought she could hear voices, so was trying to sort of reach out with her own spirit and emotions to see if she could kind of get a vibe check of what is going on,
Yeah.
or what the feelings are of these entities in the house. So you did that. You closed your eyes and you did your best. And we left off as you just heard. You heard these strange voices again, but it began to get clearer until you managed to make out what they were saying, and you just heard the words, "Help us."
Oh, right. Hello? Sasha, can you hear that?
What? Well,
Did
I
you
can
hear
hear
that?
things moving, yes, but what?
But did
what are
you
talking
hear?
about?
Something said, help us. Someone needs help.
Did I hear it?
No.
No. No, but when we were coming up the stairs, I was sure that something touched my hand. I have a feeling that there are things we can't hear and see, but are kind of here.
Okay.
Wait, Moira, can't Moira talk to them?
Yes, Moira's doing some
Oh, yeah,
Bug.
she's still busy. Okay.
stuff. Moira, are you done? Moira. I'm just start poking Moira on the shoulder.
While Moira's in the middle of a seance, you're just poking her, going,
Yeah.
"Are you done? Are you done?"
How long does my ritual take? Am I done?
Well, you're just prepping.
Oh,
Where we
okay.
left off, you were prepping, like drawing out your little
Oh yeah,
magic
can I do
circle.
like a proper like a
Yeah, you tell
cult
me.
style?
You tell me what it looks like.
Oh, she's got her own chalk ready to go, and
Okay.
she's like creating this gloriously elaborate, unnecessarily complicated like ritual circle around
Right,
her.
and how long is this going to take, Moira? Do you need to draw every single one?
Well, yeah, because if I
Freya,
start that bit,
Freya.
then-
Do you remember what I've told you about interfering with people when they're doing magic and spirituality?
I don't
How
want
dangerous
us
it
to explode.
is.
That's the thing.
Okay. I just take 10 steps back.
Alright, yeah, that's good, good over there. Yeah, I'll be done in a minute. Alright, just give us a sec.
Yep. Okay. I just keep listening out to see if I can hear the voice. If it sounds like they're coming from a certain room other than the one Moira's in front of, I'll go towards it. But otherwise, Freya's just kind of found another door to lean against and is tapping her foot impatiently.
Oh,
You
Theo,
can't- Yeah. No, carry on.
the sister of the center of all of this is in a room, correct? That we haven't got
yeah,
into
so-
just yet.
Just to remind everyone, you guys are on the first floor of the house. So you came up the stairs, and in front of you is what you assume to be the bedroom door to Morgana's room, which is where Elaine told you that she was. The door is locked.
and I'm
And-
outside that door drawing.
Yeah,
on the
you-
floor.
Yeah,
Cool.
and from underneath the door, you can just see that kind of pulsating purple, like eerie light.
Can I can I take my compact and open it up and try and use the mirror to see under the door? Just while Moira's doing her thing, I just want to see if I can see like under the door, or just see if there's anything I can spot what's going on inside.
I feel like Moira's watching you do this, knowing it's probably a bad idea, but is really curious to see what happens.
Well, the door's locked, so I'm just going to have a look. I'm not going to open it.
Okay, yeah. You get down on your hands and knees and get your mirror out and start to kind of. How far underneath the door are you putting it? Are you trying to keep it outside of the room, or?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it outside the room, but I've got to kind of angle it just so that I can see. Like, if there's someone sitting in the room, I might be able to see that they're like 10 feet away, or if they're right by the door, or something like that, just to get some idea of the scope of the room.
Okay, so you get on your hands and knees, and you get your mirror out, and you sort of angle it under the door, as close as you dare kind of get. From this angle, you can see into the room. There's a lot of purple light. So it's kind of hard to tell what's going on, but as it's kind of like this pulsating kind of light, when it does dim a little bit, you can kind of see some things in the room. From this angle, really though, all you can see is the floor, and you can see like what looks to be, because you've seen, I'm assuming that you've seen Moira casting, like doing this kind of ritual before. And you can see what seems to be, to you, a similar kind of ritual circle inside the room. It's glowing currently, that same kind of purple color.
Got it.
But that's kind of all you can see at this angle. If you wanted to get a better look, you'd have to put the mirror underneath the door.
I think I'll wait for Moira to finish. Daring isn't my strong suit. So I'll just come back and go.
See anything good?
Well, there's another circle a bit like this one. I mean, I can see if it's just like this one, but
Is it better than mine?
well, it was kind of glowing, and there's lots of sort of purple light and things.
Well, it's not glowing.
Well, not yet, dear, but you haven't finished.
Okay.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Just carry on.
Alright.
I think at this point, Moira probably has finished her preparations if you want to begin the ritual.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. So you're using your playbook move, correct?
Yeah.
Commune with the unseen. So this will need a roll. So roll your 2d6, and then you're going to add your spirit modifier, whatever that is.
Cool. I will just bring that up. So it's all on here. Alright, cool. 2d6 and my spirit. Okay. That is a total of 5.
Okay.
Oops a doopsa. I rolled a
So-
1 and a 2.
Oh.
Well, the good news is that you get a point of XP. So put that
That's a
down
good
on
point.
your sheet.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
That's the good news.
Love it.
So describe for us what it looks like as you kind of start the ritual.
I think she does sit in the middle of the circle, traditional style. And I think maybe as she starts is when you start seeing slightly difficult to perceive, but when you look directly at them, a bit like with Patricia, when you look directly at them, they make sense. Lots of ghost bugs, little black ghost bugs come out the floorboards and things. They just all start appearing from different nooks and crannies. And they're all different types of bugs. Sorry if anyone's got a phobia of bugs, by the way, but I'm not really sorry. And all of them just, like, come out.
These
and
are friendly
start-
bugs.
Yeah, they're fine. And they start, like, almost finding their little places on the circle and sitting down as well.
Awesome. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you start doing
Oh,
this ritual.
If I may as well, Patricia knows
Yeah.
that this has gone wrong a few times, so she's balled up like woodlice do.
Can
Such
you
confidence.
Can we just get a reminder of who Patricia is, just for
Oh yeah,
anyone who's new?
Patricia is my giant isopod. She's about cat-sized, like a chunky like domestic cat size. And yeah, an isopod, for those who don't know, is a woodlouse or a pill bug, I believe you call it in the US. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Or roly-poly if you're real fancy.
Oh,
So-
roly-poly. Yeah.
So, it's a little tiny bit of fun fact-finding I did after last episode. Giant isopods do get to be the same size as a house cat.
I knew it. Yeah, they do. That's
No
why she's a
way.
giant isopod.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can be up
Holy
to
crap,
16
that's
inches
enormous.
long.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
aquatic. So
Yeah.
they're
Wow.
aquatic. You're not going to find one, but yeah, that's why I chose a giant isopod, because they're one of the biggest invertebrates on the planet.
I like to imagine that she's wearing a little bow.
Yeah.
Well, she is now.
That was just my little
But
imagining.
because she doesn't have a neck, it's double-sided sticky tape.
Yeah, it's just stuck to the
sometimes
back
it
of her
falls
head.
off, but
Yeah, just to the back of her head. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
she's balled up at the moment because she's like, fuck this.
You're on your own.
Yeah, you're on your own, babe. I've seen this before.
Sasha's,
so-
as Sasha sees her ball up, Sasha's just like, oh, I might just stand behind Freya, I think.
Behind the one in plate armor.
So you start performing this ritual, and this is something that you've done many times before. So you expect it to go a certain way. Normally you're trying to commune with spirits of bugs, but in this case you're trying to commune with spirits of potentially of people. So it is a little bit
Things with
different. And as,
spines. I don't know what to do with that.
as soon as you start this ritual, it feels different. And you're not sure if it's just because it's not bugs, or if it's because you assume that this purple light from inside the room is magical in origin. And it feels like there's a lot more magical power in the atmosphere than there normally is when you try and do this. So you kind of almost can't control this kind of magical energy. And as you rolled a 6 or minus, that's a downbeat. So so over a 7 you would have got to choose 2 things from the list, and 1 thing goes wrong. But I'm gonna allow you to choose 1 thing that goes
Okay.
right, and then you can pick a thing that goes wrong.
So the list is the commune with the unseen, right?
Yeah, so you get to
Hide
choose 1
something,
from the
learn
10 plus.
something.
Yeah. So you get to choose 1 thing from those things.
I think I'm gonna learn something important from the unseen.
And then you get to choose 1 thing that goes awry.
Okay.
Or
I think
can
the
choose
restless unseen cause a haunting.
Okay. So you start pouring your own magic into the circle, and immediately you feel this kind of rush of a power that feels completely alien to you. The sigils that you've drawn around you in the circle start like really violently glowing, and along the corridor, so all of the rest of you start to feel that the ground beneath you sort of shaking.
Sorry, lads.
Moira.
I don't think it's supposed to do that.
I don't think it's supposed to do that.
And all of a sudden, there's like pictures start falling from the walls. A couple of things like smaller things like plant pots or
Oh no. Not your brethren.
we'll say empty vases for the sake of
Plastic.
our scared plant
Don't mean
friend.
that. Oh no! I think Lindbergh runs down the stairs and just grabs the plant pot.
And there's a large mirror in the upper hallway as well, which starts to kind of slip down the wall and smashes on the floor. And in the circle, so Moira, you do manage to summon some spirits. There's 2 spirits. They look to be children.
Nope.
Nope.
Just stops to get some.
Control Alt Delete. I am ending this.
And weirdly, normally, so you this is not your realm of expertise when talking to the unseen. You normally deal with bugs, and whenever you've kind of tried to speak with the ghosts of people, they're kind of just shapes. You can't really discern that much about their form. They're just kind of shadowy shapes. But in this on this occasion, you can see much more of them. Like, they're much more formed shapes, and the rest of you, so the rest of you have never seen the unseen before, and you don't get as clear an image as Moira does, but you can see these 2 shadowy shapes in the circle up here, sort of next to Moira. But you can't really see them properly. Like, it's the kind of thing of, like, if you try and look at it and focus on it, it just kind of feels a bit weird and blurry. It's more clear when you look at them, like, out of the corner of your eye, if that makes sense.
Do they seem like they're like aggressive and threatening, or are they just there?
Yeah, they don't seem to your untrained eye, they don't seem an immediate threat. They're just
Okay.
My eye, they're packed.
there.
They've got-
Yeah. They kind of look to you, Moira. They do actually kind of look scared of you, and one of them kind of steps forward a little bit, slightly taller than the other one, and just says to you, are you here to help us?
Oh, I hope so. Hello?
You're not here to hurt Morgana, are you?
No.
You're here to help.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Promise?
Yeah, promise. Yeah,
Okay.
it's all right. My name's Moira, by the way. We're all here to try and help if we can, but we kind of don't know what we're trying to help with. So I was kind of hoping that you'd be able to, help me out a bit so I can help you, and tell me what's going on. What's wrong, guys? What's wrong? The house is a bit angry, and things seem to be a little bit unpleasant. So I thought I'd see what's up. So what's going on there, guys?
Well, I don't really know why, but something happened to our friend Morgana. She's in there.
Yeah.
You can see that the shorter one of the two is holding something, which you think is weird because ghosts don't normally hold things, like they're not normally able to. But kind of get the idea that because of this like amplified magic in the house, that it's given the ghosts that kind of extra juice, if you will, to be able to actually interact with things. And yeah, you can see that in its hands, it's really tightly gripping a key. And the older one kind of notices your eyes, like, looking. So, I don't know what happened. Something scary happened, and all of a sudden there was magic. There was a weird lady here that we didn't recognize, and then there was a big noise and lots of scary purple light and powers and then they get like closer to you, as if like conspiratorially, like telling you a secret. And then the scary lady got out. You see, we're not the only ghosts in the house. There's another, and before now, she was trapped in the mirrors in the house. So she could only appear in the mirrors, but now, well, the mirrors kind of got broken when the whole spooky thing happened, and now she's sort of loose in the house, and we got scared, and we locked Morgana in her bedroom to keep her safe.
Okay, so is the lady from the mirrors, she trying to hurt Morgana?
She's just very angry.
Right. Is this is there another lady that came? Or was this
Oh yeah, that was a human, a person who's still alive, not a ghost.
What did she look like? Can you remember? Did you get any scent of beige from her?
Now that you mention it, I mean, ghosts don't really smell things, but she did have a sort of beige aura, I guess.
She kind of looked like if a bank account was a person.
I don't really know what a bank account is, but she was wearing a suit, and
Right, yes.
she was being really mean to this other lady, actually.
Right, yeah, I think I know who that lady might be, and she's not a good lady.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you think she did something to our friend?
I think there's a pretty bloody good chance. Yeah. That
Okay. Well, she's
played a
not
role.
here now. She
No.
left.
No. Yeah. So she is the one who made these mirrors break, then, huh?
Well, I don't know what happened. We didn't see. But yeah, she was here, and then lots of spooky stuff happened, and then they left pretty quickly after that.
Right. So.
Oh wait, there was another person actually. Now that I think about it.
Okay.
Well, they were a lot more friendly. They had a cat with them.
Right. Okay. What did this person look like? Do you remember?
Well, they had short hair, curly hair, and they kind of look like they might have a tail, if that makes sense.
Right, yes, okay. Okay, and what happened to her? Where's she at?
Well, the last I saw, she was following. Morgana and her sister, they have a cat called Phoebe. She's really cute.
Okay,
Sometimes we chase her. It's funny.
we'll discuss that later. Okay, carry on.
Okay. So last I saw, the cat lady was following the cat. I
Sounds
think
about right.
they went downstairs into the basement, but I haven't seen her since.
Right, great. Okay. Main thing, really, is we quite need to get into that room to help out Morgana, and we'd quite like to get this angry woman who came from the mirrors maybe chilling out or back in a mirror. So
Yeah, please.
Do you know why she's angry?
I don't know. I don't know if she is. Well, she definitely seems angry, but she also cries quite a lot.
Okay.
So I think
Same
maybe
goes,
she's
same.
sad.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you two are all right. You can go somewhere that will be safe, right?
Yeah, we've been hiding.
Okay. Good. And you can. There's no way you can, tell this sad, angry mirror lady to sort of come out and chat to us, is there?
Are you sure you want that?
Yeah.
I don't want to be here when she comes.
I'll be fine.
I like your confidence.
Thank you. That's not often a word used for me, but I'll.
I'm sure if you try and speak to her, then she'll come. But we're gonna go first if you're gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's fine. All right. Well, if your wee friend back there wants to leave the key with us, that'll be great.
We'll
if you
give
wouldn't
you the
mind.
key, but we want to make sure it's safe first. So if you can get rid of the scary lady, we'll give you the key.
Okay. All right. Deal. We'll do that. So, all right. Okay, we can do that. You get in there with Morgana and stay safe. All right. And we'll
Okay.
do what we can to help out the scary, sad, crying lady who came from the mirrors. All right. Nothing spooky about that at all.
Yep. Good luck. And
Oh,
they
yeah.
just disappear through the door.
Oh shit! Just before they go, can I
Oh, yeah.
scoop up one of the ghost spiders and be like, "You keep holding this one, all right? This one will make sure you're okay. It's a nice one,
Cute.
okay?"
Yeah, they hold their hands out like they're not scared or grossed out by
It's a
spiders.
jumping spider, so it's a really cute one with little legs.
Oh.
Yeah,
Cute. Yeah, they take the spider and then promptly disappear.
cool.
So during this, you could all kind of see these shapes, but you could only hear Moira's half of the conversation.
All right, folks.
Right.
So there were 2 wee kitties. It's quite an unnerving experience to begin with, but they were chill. And
Right. Okay.
yeah,
Well,
so they've
The fact that it's what was more alarming about them? Was it that they
they're
are
kids.
Ah.
Kids are scary. aren't
That's
they?
fair. I'm with Moira on this one.
Yeah, they're like all.
Oh,
they're
you were all
little and
children
they
once,
move
weren't
around
ye?
strangely. So, right. So they're fine. They're the ones who've locked Morgana in there. It's to keep her safe. Turns out there's another ghostly woman who's less safe, who came out the mirrors. So,
Right.
we need to, in order to get the key, to get Morgana out, we need to get this sad, angry ghost woman to either calm the fuck down or get into a mirror.
And where is she?
Apparently, if we talk to her, she'll just turn up, but they didn't seem super keen to be around for that, so I can't imagine it's going to be a wonderful experience for us either.
No.
Where's Alma?
Yes, we did. Yeah. Apparently, basement was the last place they saw this woman who followed a cat,
basement.
which could literally be no one else.
We probably should have looked if there was a basement, I guess. Yeah. Mhm.
Well, why don't we go get Alma, and then we'll
Yes.
confront this ghostly woman together, and because I'm sure there's a logical explanation why she's causing all this trouble. It's usually, I mean, ghosts aren't known to be violent by nature. There's always a reason, isn't there?
Yeah.
I mean, you did say she's been trapped in the mirrors for however long. I'm sure that would probably annoy me too.
Did I hear you mention that Mabel York had been around here as well?
I don't know why you thought I mentioned that, but
Right.
yes.
Links up to
Apparently-
something I found out. Apparently, you know who the landlord for this place is, don't you?
Oh,
Sarding.
what could that be? There you go.
I am.
Yes, apparently Mabel was here, along with their long-suffering assistant.
Oh God, what's she done now?
They don't know what she got up to, but they know that she was here.
So
Right.
we have the incident with the werewolf shortly after in one of Harding's situations.
Yeah.
And now we've had one of his tenants has had a bit of a mystical upset after a conversation with Mabel York, who's one of his major employees.
It's the one.
I mean, by the rules of magic, you have to wait for a third thing for it to be more than coincidence, but I'm deeply skeptical that this is not a coincidence.
Yes, I agree.
I do agree with that.
I mean, it doesn't sound like they're not connected, but
First
Okay,
things
so-
first, let's go
gonna
check
make
the
my way.
basement for cats.
Yes.
before we head to the basement, because we don't actually know what's down there apart from possibly Alma. Do you know how to appease angry ghosts? I mean, just checking.
Not really people. I know how to calm down the odd moth or two, but that's about it.
You would know that there's kind of, this is universal for all unseen spirits, be they bugs or not. So there's kind of 3 ways to deal with an unruly spirit. One is to seal the spirit into an object, which you assume is what was done in the first place to trap them
The mirrors, yeah.
into the mirrors. You can find out what their unfinished business is, what's keeping them here, and help them fulfill whatever that is. Or you can call on a deceased loved one to help you guide them into the afterlife.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll just sort of explain those 3 options then.
Right. Well, you've got that, right? You've got that covered. That sounds like a you thing.
Yep.
If I can help, I'll help, of course. But you know, like,
I'll do my best.
Surprisingly, there's a lot of similarities between how you deal with humans and how you deal with moths.
Why is that?
Oh, well, I mean, neither are around for very long, and they both have emotional needs that they need to fulfill during that time, don't they?
wonderful, Linva.
Comparatively, I don't understand. Actually, you know what? I don't care either, so it's fine. I have a mirror. I've got a mirror. I've got my compact. We could maybe trap her in. I mean, it's a little cozy, but wait, I don't think it's actually the size of. Never mind. Okay.
Okay, how about while you figure that out, I'm just gonna go check the basement. I'm sure it's fine.
No, don't go on your
myself,
own.
Right,
No.
I'm
Alma's
going.
down there on her own. Like,
Well, yes, but we don't know what else is down there with Alma, so let's all go. We'll just all go. It's good. We'll get to know the place.
Yep, let's go.
okay, I'll start walking downstairs looking for a basement.
Yep, I'll follow.
As you come
My
down the
arse is
stairs,
covered in chalk, by the way.
I'm just going to lean in. Can I just lean into Sasha as we go down the stairs? Sasha, if you're slightly worried about this, it's Moira's expertise. Maybe you could just hold her hand for a little bit. Feel safer. And I'm going to ship it.
Oh my god, you're trying again!
okay.
Damn right.
I love it. I love it.
Roll for I ship it.
Oh, it's better than the last one was. It is a 7.
Nice.
Okay, so what? So you're just. Are you saying anything? Are you talking up Moira? Are
I'm
you
talking up Moira. She's clearly the expert. She's in her expertise, and Sasha is, feeling a little out of her depth. So you may give the listener a string on the other person, or give the other person a string on the listener. And I'm going to give a string to Sasha. And the 7 to 9 bit is as above, and the listener can either take a string on you or give the other person a string on you.
Wait, hang on. I think you've
No, it's
merged
what
the
I've got
two
on my-
together. So, because you rolled a 7 to 9.
Yeah, it says as above.
Oh, right, as above and. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
you're giving.
I'm going to give Sasha a string on Moira, and
Cool.
Sasha can give either me, can take a string on me themselves, or give one to Moira, who's probably in earshot, because Lindworm's not known for being subtle.
What
Like
do you
Moira's
think,
palms
Sasha?
immediately get sweaty when she.
Yeah, I think Sasha can immediately see Moira is sort of starting to flush a little. So I think I'm going to give Moira the string on Lindworm.
Ooh.
And then I will just carry on behind Moira, and we'll just kind of keep an eye out if there's a chance to kind of just hold her hand a little, but not going to make a big thing of it, obviously. Yeah.
What is Moira's reaction to the hand holding? Do you allow it? Are you?
I think she does allow it. She is like a clammy bitch right now. She's
Does she just not acknowledge it at all? Just like pretend
pretty much
it's not
like,
happening?
yeah. She'll hold Sasha's hand, but then her eyes will be so wide, and she'll be like, "Fuck."
Freya probably catches Lindworm doing this behind.
You scare me.
Not as much as I
Appropriate
normally
response.
Okay, at this point, I'm going to ask both Sasha or Moira. Either of you, would you consider yourself to be smitten with the other?
What is the?
What are the criteria for smitten?
Yeah. I'm gonna autism relationships right now. What are the criteria for being smitten?
What needs? Yeah,
Do you have a flow chart to that?
if you could just clarify exactly what has to happen for smitten to be effective.
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you what Moira would consider to be smitten. It's fine if you don't consider it that level yet. I'm just asking.
I think Moira's a bit caught off guard for it to be smitten just yet. But she's definitely flustered, if that's an option.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Moira's going to take "Are you smitten?" to being "I'm so flustered, I'm staggered."
She's stagger locked. She's stuck now.
I don't think Sasha is smitten because I think Sasha was surprised by their reaction to seeing Moira in that light and stuff. I think Sasha's a bit like, oh, I'd not thought of that before. Maybe all I needed was some purple light. So yeah, I don't think Sasha is smitten yet, but I think that's also because Sasha is kind of very aware because she has quite a strong heart score. Very aware of Moira being a little closed off, so she's not going to push anything with Moira. They're not going to push anything with Moira. Yet. You know, when the moment arises, who knows?
I will say this: being smitten with someone is entirely. First of all, it's entirely your decision when you think your character is smitten, but it's also only about your feelings. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to make any kind of actions or impose those feelings on the other character. It's just an indicator of your feelings towards them for everyone else, really. But yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so we are going downstairs.
Yeah.
As you come down to the bottom of the stairs, you remember that you left Elaine down there. She's
Sorry,
still
babe.
holding the plant
Monstera.
that you gave her. Yeah.
Doing a bang up job, you are. I think you're doing wonderful.
Oh, thanks. I decided to call him Monty.
Monty? Monty's a good name, isn't it, Monty?
Oh,
Directly
yeah,
to-
sounds fine to me. I'm just
I love
happy to be
Monty.
by the door.
Monty quite likes it by the door. So once this is all done, if you could just pop Monty there, they can enjoy a much better life, I think.
Right, okay. So did you... What's going on? I've heard rumbling from upstairs. Is my sister okay?
I think so. I think she's fine. She's safe, at least from what we've been told. Isn't that right, Moira?
Right, yeah, she's locked in there because it's a good thing, and
But who locked
there's-
her in there?
Oh, two little ghost kids.
What everyone wants to hear.
They're fine. I
Right.
was initially like, "Fuck me, ghost kids, hate it," but now it's all right because it's all right because they're good. They're a good thing, and they're trying to make sure Moira's all right. So yeah.
Why do I have the image of
Moira,
this
are you
cop?
not?
What was that? Sorry, Theo.
You're Moira, are you not? I'm confused.
Yeah, that's me. Oh, did I say the wrong name? Sorry.
Oh, right, yeah, Morgana, that's my sister.
Yes, that's the one. It's just an M and an O in it. It gets me confused. Yeah, so
Right.
Morgana is gonna. It should be all right. We'll get her out. We just need to get rid of. There's another ghost. Not a kid, but one that's not particularly happy. So we need to sort that out. But there's a good chance one of our friends is in the basement. So we're gonna go do that first. You wanna come with?
Or you can stay by the door where it's safe, and
Or you can do
if
that.
anything happens, you can jump outside quickly.
Yeah, that too.
I don't know if anywhere in this house at the moment is safe.
Probably not. But
Maybe it's safer
Alright.
if I stay with you. You seem to know what you're doing.
Ooh.
me. Fuck. I mean, yeah. All right. You
So
come
this
with.
ghost, do you have any idea what it wants with my
Seems
sister?
quite
With this
sad
house?
and angry at the same time. You haven't had any violent, horrifying deaths happen here, have you?
Well, not in the time that we've been the tenants, but I mean, this is a rented house, so God knows how many people have.
No,
Right.
I'm sure it's fine. Moira's just
Um,
asking. I don't think that must. I'm sure that didn't happen in your house before you know, in the bedrooms that you've been sleeping in.
Well,
Anyway,
it might have done.
No, I'm sure it hasn't, Moira.
Minorly weird question. You weren't visited by Mabel York earlier, were you?
I wasn't here. I was at work. I just got home when I ran into your friend with the cat. I don't know much about the previous tenants, but there is a whole bunch of stuff from previous tenants that they didn't take when they moved out and stuff. You know what it's like being in a rented house. There
In the
is
basement?
a whole bunch of that stuff. Yeah, in the basement.
Right. Great.
Think I can follow Almer's logic here now?
Yes. Right, so we're going to pop down there and we'll have a little look. And hopefully Alma's down there and is still alive. That'd be great.
Moira. Okay, we're just going to go now. I'm just going to nudge Moira away from this poor child.
What? Alright.
But we've had this conversation. It's not great to tell people the truth when it's going to involve their relatives dying.
But there's like still going to be hanging about. I'll still be able to talk to them.
Not comforting to a lot of people.
Oh,
No.
I suppose. Alright.
Anyway, come along. Why do I have the feeling that
No,
we've been
it's
trying to
fine,
have this
I'm sure they're
conversation?
fine.
It's like a virtual conga line as we're going down to the basement. Yes, no, it's all fine, I'm sure. So I'm just going to carry on, push Moira forward, but make sure that we're both behind Freya.
I mean,
I'm going.
Freya's just been looking around the bottom floor for whatever looks like a basement. It's just been like literally opening cupboards and kitchens, like
Oh my
Basement.
god, I can picture it.
Basement.
In the background, you just
Yeah.
see it.
Freya
Wait,
doesn't
what?
understand why there isn't a separate stone stairwell down to the basement level.
Yeah.
Why would there be a staircase in that cupboard?
you do you not have secret stairways, secret
Not-
rooms?
No, not in most houses, dear, no.
Oh, I don't know. Sorry. Sorry.
Okay,
It's all a bit.
good.
It's all a bit more. What's the term Moira said? Beige here.
It is. Yes, it is. It is. No offense, Elaine. Beautiful.
Love what you've done with the place.
Yeah, I've never quite seen this much magnolia in one room. I admit, but
Look, darlings, this is no time to be judging the decor, says Sasha as she straightens a picture. But let's just head to the. We'll just head to the basement, and we can worry about that when we come back up. Although, do remind me to fluff the throw cushions when we come back.
All right, Freya, you do in your search for the basement. You've exhausted all the immediate options. You found the room that you saw when you went in the first time, the living room. There's a doorway to the kitchen, and there's sort of another hallway, and you can see a door right at the end of it, and as you start to go towards it, there's just, you don't know what it is, but you know that this is the right door. And you have this kind of unsettling feeling in your stomach.
Okay. Just like adjust her helmet. Make sure she's got a weapon in hand. And she's just gonna start saying everything out loud, like that's going through her head, like she doesn't understand the ghost thing. She's hoping Alma can hear her, like hear that we're on our way. And it's like, okay, we're coming in. We're just here to help. Alma, if you're here, we're coming. Sorry, it took us a little while. Ghosties, angry lady, sad lady. I'm very sorry. I don't know why you're angry. But we're here to help, honestly. Just whatever you need, please just
As soon as
Be
you
chill.
say ghost lady, do you feel that like rumbling in the floor again? And
Yep.
there's like a sudden sound of like a woman crying.
Ooh.
and you feel that like feeling that you felt on the stairs of like a presence, like right behind you.
Okay. Hi. I'm sorry I don't know your name yet. I'm sure I will get to know it very soon. Do you want to come with me to the basement? And I just put out my hand like they could hold it. Or like probably put our arm, like just take my arm. We're just gonna pop into the basement. Whatever you're crying about, get it all fixed up. And she's just trying to hold her nerve. There's a ghost.
Sasha's just going to whisper to Lindworm and just go, I think our helmet's too tight.
Okay, would you say that you're trying to understand the spirit?
Yes, I think I
Okay.
am.
In that case, we'll have figure out a person roll, which is one of the basic moves. So when you try to understand a person, or in this case, a ghost, roll wit.
Yep.
And
So good at wit.
depending on your role, you can ask them some questions.
Okay. Let's roll. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. So I rolled an 8.
Cool.
Plus my wit. 7.
Nice.
Oh,
Whoa!
it's interesting that you said plus your wit.
Yeah.
And then subtracted 1.
Yeah. But it's still a 7.
Yeah, that's still what is considered a mixed beat. So you may ask 2 questions, but they may ask one of you.
Okay.
So there's a little. Have you got the list?
Yeah, I've got the list there. So, does it? It has to be one of these questions.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
I think the first question will be, how can we help you?
Nice.
Okay. And what's your other question?
What happened to you?
Okay.
Love it. Love it.
And okay, first of all, we're going to resolve the question that she asks of you, or the information she gets from you.
Yes.
Because with figure out a person, it's not. It doesn't necessarily have to be a conversation that you're having out loud. It can be like you're just intuiting something about a person.
Mm-hmm.
So the question she asks of you is, what do you love most?
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Cool. Fully Princess Arabella. I think it would be like this image of Freya trying to think of Lintegel, the queen, and like her home, but it's just always the princess is in those images.
Yeah, I think in this instance, because this isn't a person, you're not having a conversation, you kind of can, and you can't really see her, you just feel her presence, and you feel this weird feeling, almost like her spirit is like not possessing you, but like you can feel her spirit kind of really close to you. Yeah. And yeah, she starts to see your kind of memories or what you're thinking of, and kind of the opposite happens as well. So she starts to show you images. So, sorry, can you just remind me what you asked? You asked.
I asked what happened to you and how can we help you?
Okay. So you start to see these like flashes of her life, basically her memories, and you see this woman. First of all, you see her as sort of like a teenager, and you get this kind of you don't see like a very clear image, but you feel the emotions. And the emotion you kind of get first of all is like this feeling of like really intense loneliness and sadness. And you see kind of images of her as a teenager at school and sort of being teased for being a bit weird and a bit different. And you see her on her own at lunchtime in the playground, and you see the other kids kind of being a little bit mean. And yeah, there's just this sense of like just being lonely, bless her. And then you see her a little bit older, and it's kind of the same thing in her early 20s. And suddenly the feelings that you feel kind of change dramatically, and you start to feel like this sense of hope and love. And you see her with another woman, and you see what you then assume to be like their first meeting. So you see this woman with another woman, and you see the moment that she sees her across. They're in a library. You see the moment that they kind of the scary ghost lady sees the other woman across the library, and you feel those kind of butterfly feelings of like seeing someone for the first time. And then it switches to another memory, and you see them together in a park having a picnic, and then you see them moving in together, and there's just this like overwhelming sense of like love and feeling like accepted and not alone for like the first time.
And then everything was fine and nothing bad happened.
And everything's fine.
Yeah.
Why are you crying
Everything's
now?
fine. This all happened in the same 24 hours because gay.
She's just angry because it was so perfect. That's all.
Yeah, you can't
That's
replicate
all.
Lesbians
all
never
fine.
die. Media taught me one thing: it's that the happy lesbians never die.
Yeah.
Yep.
The gay best friend never dies either.
So you then start to you start getting that cold feeling that you were getting from upstairs, and things do start to get a little bit darker around you, or you feel like they do. And then you see like these images, these memories, they're starting to speed up now. It's almost so quick that you can't really get a hold on what's going on. Just these like feelings, and the feeling you get now is like this panic and fear, and you get flashes of the house being on fire. And the last thing you see is this woman is in the basement, and the house is on fire. And that's when the images kind of get to the point where it's going so fast and it's becoming so overwhelming that you kind of, it's almost like you force her spirit like out of you, because you just can't take the kind of all of this stuff going on in your head. So you just kind of like, not on purpose, but like, yeah, expel.
Yeah. I think in the like what the others see is like Freya like yanking her helmet off and like trying to take a proper breath kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
intense.
Shit.
I think
Yeah.
this is point in information. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe her helmet was a bit too tight.
I think it might be something other than that. Freya, are you all right?
Whew. Yes. Oh. God, is that what it's like? I think the woman who lived here, I think she lived here with a woman she loved, and I think she died in the basement, and now she's alone, scared.
Okay, that would do it.
Yes. So, I don't know, but Moira, maybe if you can contact if we can find information of who this other woman was, or like I don't know if she's still alive, or if maybe the other woman died or whatever. I don't know, but I think we need her maybe. But I definitely think we need to go into the basement, and it's not going to be a fun time.
Okay.
She's just really lonely and sad, and
Oh,
Lonely and
Yeah, I
sad
know.
we can deal with.
yes.
it's the angry part that worries me a little, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, come on then. Let's do this.
Okay.
You go first.
I like to wipe my brow and put my helmet back on. Like, oh god.
I think Linva will just put their hand on Freya's shoulder. Because of what this is, do you want me to go first?
Yep, absolutely. Off you pop. Yep.
I love it.
I'll follow you, but yes, please.
But do keep
Alma,
your
we're coming.
Do keep your sword sharp. And Linva
Ready.
will just grab hold of the handle and turn it slowly.
All right. As you turn the handle, it does turn. It opens. The basement looks dark. You can't see anything. You can see the beginning of like wooden stairs to go down there.
Oh, great.
Has anyone got a lantern? Or a candle? Or, I remember.
Or a candle. Where the fuck are you from? I've got a torch. Fucking Victorian nonsense. Jesus. I've got a torch.
Yeah. I've got a torch on my phone, for fuck's sake.
What are you fucking on about? I've got a candelabra up my ass. What are you on about?
That's not a torch, Moira.
It's fine.
All right.
Makes life.
Sure, that'd be your mobile telephonic device. You've told me about that.
Right.
Is that what they are?
Oh boy.
Okay, as you open the door, we're gonna go to Alma.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So Alma, as discussed, came to the house earlier that day. So you were probably on your way to the Teahouse, I would think, and with your friend Hamwise, the cat. And all of a sudden, he just suddenly changed course and kind of walked off in the opposite direction. And he
Bye
kind of looks over his shoulder at you, like expectantly.
I'm following, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So you follow him to the house of Elaine and Morgana Crawford, and as you approach, you kind of get the feel like you don't know much about like spooky stuff. I mean, you've been hanging out with the guys at the Teahouse, and you guys have kind of become like the Scooby Squad of the Teahouse. So you've been like investigating several occurrences of like weird supernatural stuff. So you don't really understand like the spirit world, but you know enough to get like there's a bad vibe coming from this house.
Yeah.
There's definitely something going wrong. And as you approach the house to kind of knock on the door or whatever to see if everyone's okay, a girl came like bursting out of it, and she seemed like super panicked and distressed. You sent her to the Teahouse with Hamwise because you figured that would be the best, and
He does keep people safe. That's kind of like he's a really good friend to have. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, he's a smart cat, just a regular cat, nothing
Yeah, super normal.
weird.
Yeah.
Super normal. So I think your original plan was to wait outside for everyone else to arrive, but kind of a few minutes pass and you can hear like things smashing inside, and your curiosity gets the better of you. You know what they say about cats, right?
Yes, you mean super normal people. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
super
yeah,
normal
absolutely,
people who
yeah,
are not-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely not cats, for sure.
Great save, guys. Great save.
So you decide, against your probably better judgment, to have a little look inside the house. And although you could hear like stuff smashing and things going on inside, as soon as you walk in, everything stops. Like, it's almost unnerving how quiet it is. And you kind of look around trying to get your bearings, and then you see a small cat at the end of the
Kitty.
hallway.
Okay.
And this cat like looks spooked, like it's all fluffy, and it kind of looks at you with like wide eyes, and then runs down the hallway.
I have to chase after it. I'm going. Pss, 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 pss. No, it's okay. It's okay.
Let me love you. Let me
No,
love you.
it's okay. Shush, it's okay. Yeah, I'm taking off. Yeah, there's a cat in need.
So this cat runs into the basement. The doors are open at that point. And are you gonna follow into the basement?
Yeah, I have to have a moment of like, okay, but there's a scaredy cat that probably needs a hug. So I'm going. I'm gonna be brave.
So you kind of give yourself a pep talk and go kind of slowly into the basement. It's dark in there, but there is a light switch. So you flick it on, it turns on. You can see, see a basement. There's not much down there. There's a few like shelving racks, and you can see like a bunch of boxes and like random stuff in boxes, basically. And you do see the cat in the corner, sort of like hiding and scared. So you start going down the stairs.
Yeah.
As soon as you get in there, you feel the door like slam behind you. And I think instinctually, you try to open the door.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. I'm jiggling the handle.
The handle is moving, but like nothing. It's just turning around and around. Like you can't get out.
Okay, that's not good. That's not great. Okay.
Light's still on though for now. It does kind of flicker a little bit though.
I think I've probably learned from the Scooby doing that we've Scooby done that's never a good sign when the lights start to flicker a little bit.
Scooby Dun is just
Done.
10 out of 10. You go down the stairs.
Yeah, now I need a friend, and this cat clearly needs a friend. I've got to have somebody on my side down here. Yeah, I'm gonna head on down the stairs and try to check in on this cat. And maybe like get a little snack out of my cat treat pocket that I've got on me.
Oh,
Yeah, just in case.
get down on your knees, like, come here.
Come on, Milk. It's okay. I got snackies. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're not sure if you're trying, like, you're
It is
trying to.
it's fully to comfort myself, I think, at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Yeah.
But the cat does also seem like comforted by it as well. And once you get down the stairs and you get towards the cat, the lights start to flicker again, and some boxes kind of fall.
Oh gosh.
And then the light just goes out. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Oh!
Oh my gosh! Okay.
Welcome, Elma.
Hi, welcome!
I'm super calm. This is totally fine.
I hope you survived the fall down the stairs.
Oh, I'm sorry, I totally didn't get you to tell us like what Alma looks like and stuff, but we'll do that when we come back.
Yeah.
It's
She's in the
dark.
dark. We'll get to discover her
Yeah.
hopefully after the lights come back
She
on.
can't even see her own events at the moment.
Oh.
We'll do that when we come back.
Okay.
Um,
Yay.
So we're going to take
Amazing.
a 10-minute break.
Cool. Back
So we're
at
back at
22. Yeah, awesome.
Cool.
Beautiful.
In the meantime, please do stick around. Whilst you are around,
Sorry.
please do listen, have a read of our interval video. It explains why we are supporting this amazing charity just like us. If you do have any penny spare and you would like to donate, the link is going around in the chat on a regular basis. Would mean the world to us. If you can't, do not feel bad about that though. Just being here, helping us support, and just kind of raising awareness is enough. Thank you so much.
Send
We'll be
us
back-
to your nerd and queer and wonderful creative friends.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yes, and we will be back in 10 minutes.
Bye.
Terrible.
And we are back. Hello, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful break. During the break, our total went up to £259.69. That 69 is very important.
Yay!
Thank
Nice.
you so much for
Nice.
all your support.
That's amazing.
We haven't really set a goal. The Just Giving suggests a minimum of 500. We're already over halfway there, and it's only episode 2, so we are super excited. Thank you so much, everybody, for your generosity and for coming out and hanging out with us. This is all really cool.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I'm going to hand back to the game master now.
That's me.
It's you.
So before the break, we were in a spooky house. Moira had done her best to commune with the spirits and spoke to some lovely children. They were lovely. Give me that face. Who told them that the house was being further spooked by a scary lady who, prior to this, to the incident, had been contained to the mirrors in the house, but was now loose. So you decided to head towards the basement in search of further info. And we caught up with the mysterious Alma, who has been missing from the crew. And I did not get you to describe your character because I'm terrible GM. So we'll do that now.
Okay.
If you could describe for us what Alma looks like, her general vibe, and tell us what playbook you're playing.
Okay. Alma is the beast. She is short and fat and has short brown curly hair that she keeps in little space buns to definitely not hide a pair of ears. For sure, not for that reason. Super normal reasons. She dresses in kind of like subdued, like natural femme-leaning colors, like little pinks and yellows and stuff, and very much gives the vibe of like having to feel like she has to cover up herself and like be as unnoticeable as possible. Just vibe-wise, she's kind of like gives off the vibe of like maybe a disco ball covered in a wet blanket. You can tell there's a lot going on inside. like she's very like she's always kind of definitely like neurodivergent, but like feels like she has to keep that all under wraps all the time. Like has a lot going on, but just has to be super normal, of course. Like really, really, really normal. And
none of us can relate to her.
Yeah. So yes, so that's Alma. That's kind of Alma. Alma is like constantly on the verge of like doing a lot of stuff, and then has to keep it very like. Also, she loves cats more than anything in the world. Yeah.
You know those videos with the kittens where someone's playing with them and they go,
Yes. Yeah.
That's what Elma now reminds me of.
That's correct. 100%
Hell yeah,
correct.
we got to
Amazing.
City 9.
Hey!
Nice!
You guys always keep it real.
Keep it real nice.
The goal is for 20 City 9, and obviously that's the main goal.
Amazing.
Obviously. Before we went for the break, we left Alma in the basement
With the lights out.
with the lights
Sorry,
out, where unfortunately you kind of have been stuck since then. I mean, I guess it's probably been about an hour at this point.
It probably feels like 300 hours. Yeah. I imagine
But
that I'm
you have
just
the
sitting
cat.
there. Yeah, like, it's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, it's totally here. Have a snack. It's fine. Yeah, my friends, I've got great friends that are super cool, and they're gonna come and find. It's okay.
Any minute now.
Yeah,
they're
any
gonna
minute
be
now,
here.
it's okay. It's okay.
Elma's like, it's fine. No, don't go anywhere. It's fine.
Don't leave me.
Holding on tight. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, the cat. You definitely almost immediately calmed this cat down, who was previously like very skittish and fluffy, and she's a very small cat. You imagine it's probably not very old at all, like just past being a kitten kind of thing.
She's in kitten phase.
Yes.
Teenage kitten.
Yeah. And she gets very
why
comfortable
not?
with you and sort of eventually curls up in your lap and has a little nap while you stroke her.
And that's
tell
why
her
you
lots
stay
of-
where you are for an hour, because
Stop-
once the cat is on your lap,
You're stuck.
So you've been down there. You don't. Yeah. As you said, it feels like a long time, but you're just trying to entertain yourself the best you can, and keep yourself not scared.
It's super working. For sure.
And after the lights went out, I mean, the lights kind of stayed out, and you kind of every now and then do hear like this sound of like, it sounds like a woman crying, but then it goes away for a bit. It's not like a constant thing. It's just like every now and then something a little unsettling will happen, which is when your stories to the cat. I imagine you're telling the cat like lots of stories about your friends and like
And our
at the
adventures.
Teahouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just get a little bit louder when that stuff happens to obviously
Yes.
protect the cat.
Yes,
Clearly.
for sure.
Yeah.
After an amount of time that you're not sure how long it is passes, you think you can hear voices above you, sort of coming from beyond the door, and immediately you're like, to begin with, you're kind of freaked out by this, but it does sound like familiar voices,
Okay.
and it's at this point that your friends do come through the door.
Hi!
oh my God, Alma, what are you doing down here, and why did you lock the door?
I didn't.
Do we need to go
but
over
I made a friend.
over the fact that you don't see in the dark, just cats see in the dark.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. No, I for sure don't see in the dark. I couldn't do that ever. But yeah, I did. There was this cat, and like she was really scared. I wanted to make sure she was okay, so I had to follow her down here. And then the door did this thing where it just slammed, and it wouldn't open back up. And I didn't want to leave this cute little cat down here, so I just wanted to make sure she was okay.
okay.
Yeah, she's
okay.
really sweet.
Alma, breathe, dear, breathe. There we go.
Are you injured?
Okay.
Are
No,
you
I'm.
okay.
We're both fine. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, great.
The cat at this point is just like rubbing itself around your, like going around in a little figure of 8 around your legs and like purring.
She's a good kid, really. She's a nice kid.
She looks lovely.
But y'all, it's weird here. I've been hearing crying, and it wasn't me. For sure, for real, it wasn't. And I just, it's just a little
maybe just a
strange.
little bit, you.
No, no.
No, definitely wasn't
No.
Alma.
Yeah.
It's like you've got no insight check, huh?
It's like,
It's fine. I was nearly crying upstairs. It's fine. Don't worry. By the way, upstairs is worse. Just so you know.
It's worse.
Oh yeah, much creepier than just darkness and crying.
It's just sad. All right, there's just a bit of sadness, and I just fill everyone in on the topic of like. So I sort of had a chat with the ghost.
Moira, she's coming for your shtick, dear.
All right.
You can keep the bugs. You can have them.
All right. Yeah, you can have the people. I don't get them.
All right, but I didn't really talk to them. I just got a vibe, you know. I just sort of. I feel like she died in the basement. So I think we need to find out.
Shit. That's
We can
where
find
we
out
are.
her name, and maybe the woman who I believe she was in love with, their name as well. We can maybe find out. She's just lonely, you know. We can all relate to that, right?
Well, they said she was angry too.
Yeah, what's kicked her off though? Because this was like a recent thing.
well, why don't we ask her? I think Lindworm at this point will just kind of fold their arms across their chest and kind of look around the room and go, "Are you around here, my dear? Can we have a chat? I feel like we need to have a good old face to face and have a little conversation about everything that's going on around here."
Moira has a lot of time for this approach, by the way. She's just like, yeah, that's better.
She's a ghost. I don't think she has a face.
She had a face when she was alive. I'm sure she can imagine herself one now.
How
I should
about,
bloody hope so.
I think this is a great idea. How about we get a bit more information on who she was as a person before we start having a conversation?
Yeah, there's supposed to be some stuff down here, isn't there?
Yes.
Oh, yes,
there,
but-
there were lots of boxes. I didn't, I didn't have a chance before the lights went out, but there are like loads of boxes down here.
Okay.
Theo, can I just try and switch the lights back on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
the-
moving my phone into everyone's face as they're talking.
Like a budget version of the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
Yeah, you flick the light switch and the lights come on.
I could have.
I'm just
tried
gonna
that hours ago.
I'm just gonna look at Alma and be like, "Did you not think to
I
just
didn't-
turn it on again?"
I didn't think of that actually.
Oh, sweet.
Well, the cat was on your lap.
Yeah, I couldn't move.
You can't move.
Yeah.
Oh no, fair
yes,
point. All right,
yeah.
I take it back. I take it back.
That is an actual rule of nature, that is.
Thank you. Yes.
We know.
Oh my god, there's so many
Great.
boxes.
Is there anything other than boxes down here?
Not really. I mean, it's just your average sort of
Is there a
basement.
box with a convenient beam of light on it?
Is there
Or
a quiz
anything that-
marker?
Or
Yeah.
a little question mark or exclamation point above it.
Do any of the boxes glisten when I sort of look past them? Just
Yeah.
Or worse, do they have purple smoke?
no. You see,
Yeah.
this is the thing. When Theo said there was purple smoke in that room, I was like, anyone who's played Final Fantasy knows that that is not where you should be going.
I've not played it, so I can go in blind. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. What are you doing to try and figure out which box it is?
I think
But I would like to rifle through and see if we can just find any references to names of people who lived here, or even better, anything that's a picture, like of
Yeah.
a woman or two women, so that I have something to get a sort of an idea of who these people were that lived here, or the person is that lived here that is still here and has been, for some reason, stuck in the mirrors for years, which is kind of explaining why they're angry. But anyway.
Can I do the same thing and go through conveniently the same boxes that Sasha's going through?
Yeah. Well,
Are you
after
double-checking
Sasha,
my
or,
work?
like, at the same
No,
time?
no, just at the same time. Just because,
Okay,
like,
okay. So you're
Moira's
helping.
awkwardly being just like, she helped me out a minute ago.
Do you while you're rifling through this box, do your hands brush each other?
We reach for the same photo of a dead person.
Oh my
How
God.
romantic!
Oh my god!
That is romantic for Moira.
That's romantic
Yeah.
for spooky bitches like me and Moira.
That is true.
Yeah, you the two of you start going through these boxes, and it doesn't take too long for you to find some old like papers, and these are like records of who lived in the house before. So there's a bunch of names in this box, so you kind of feel like you need more information to like cross-reference them.
Can I look for any photos that I can like look at the back and see if somebody's written on the photo who it is?
Yeah. So there's you underneath the box with all of these papers in. There's another box, and as you start to reach for it, Sasha, the lights flicker, and it almost feels like either you're not aware of your own strength, or the box like shoots forwards towards you. And you open it, and
Oh, yeah.
inside inside you do find some photographs. There's a lot of photographs of like white men in suits, and you're pretty sure that's not relevant here.
Or anywhere
Trash.
else, to be honest.
Garbage. Nonsense.
So you throw them out. But you do find some photographs of a woman on her own, and then you find photographs of the same woman with another woman. And as you said, you turn them over to see if anything's written on the back. And on the painting of like the woman on her own, it has the name Guinevere on the back with a date.
Pretty name. Pretty name.
And what is the date?
And-
How, like, is it recent, or are we talking like 100 years?
No, it's like hundreds of years ago. Like
Okay,
100
wow.
years ago.
And on the one with both of them, is there anything?
That one just says, to Enid, my beloved.
Okay. I will sort of show this to everybody, and then I'm just going to sort of quietly say to everyone, because I'm sure a ghost can't hear if I whisper. Should I just try and say her name and see if she responds?
Yes, that seems like a really good idea. Why are you whispering? She can hear you, you know.
Okay, never mind. I'm going to just kind of try and pull myself together.
Would you rather Moira or I?
Well, no, I'm sure I'm able to speak a word, dear.
Alright.
Moira can assist with. I mean, you won't have to. We won't make you do the whole like ritual circle again, but you can use your commune with the unseen to assist Sasha.
Right, go for it. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, I am just going to. I'm just going to kind of look up because I don't know where else to look, and just kind of say, wait, hang on. Do we think it's? Which one do we think it is?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll try that one. We'll try the person who was on their own as well. Okay, fine. Hi, Guinevere. We are here to help. Is there something we can do for you? I think by this stage I'm gripping Moira's arm. It's gone past holding hands. I'm now gripping her arm for support.
It's fine.
For the commune with the unseen roll, I'm gonna let you both roll,
Okay.
and then you can add it together.
So just 2d6.
So
yes?
2d6, and then add or subtract your spirit modifier.
Okay.
Sweet. I got a 10.
I got an 8.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
You feel like you're doing a pretty damn good job.
Communion.
So on a 10 plus, you get to choose 2 from the following. So hide something in the unseen world, learn something important from the unseen, temporarily alter the unseen nature of a place, ask a question from figure out person, or learn the recent history of an object you hold. So as it's choose 2, I guess you can both choose the one that you want.
Yeah. I'm thinking we should probably have something from figure out a person.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm going to choose that.
And what were the other ones?
Hide something in the unseen world. Learn something important from the unseen, just in general. Temporarily alter the unseen nature of a place, so the room that you're in. Or learn the recent history of an object you hold.
So can we choose one each?
Yeah, so
Okay,
Moira
so-
is picking the figure out person question.
Yeah. So I'm going to go a little bit bigger concept and learn something important from the unseen. I am going to try and ask this ghost or whoever the unseen are that are here, what Aurelius Harding is doing, or why Aurelius Harding is connected to strange appearances with the unseen.
Okay.
I'm trying to just see if they know what he's trying to do, because by now Sasha is obviously put two and two together and made 973 and is assuming that Aurelius Harding is now trying to do some major big plan because he's been connected to two things.
Okay, so you learn the following. So you kind of use your intuition to grasp this, but you kind of you can't figure out too much about Aurelius's intentions, but yeah, you are correct that he is up to something. Like, there is a reason that he is interested in places, particularly with this kind of magical power, and you get the feeling that these places are all, or could be all, places where the boundary between Avalon and Lintagel is at its thinnest. So you know that the portal that's in the basement of another basement of the Teahouse,
Yeah,
is, you know, it's the main gateway between Avalon and Lintagel,
yeah.
but it's not the only gateway. It's the biggest and the most powerful, and it's how most people make their way to or from Lintagel. But you know there must be other ways to get to and from Avalon and Lintagel. And you suspect that these places where there is like the boundary is a little bit thinner are potentially places where you could find a gateway or open a gateway more easily.
Got it.
Moira, you wanted to ask a figure out person question. So you can ask this of anyone if you can name one of their deceased loved ones. So you could ask this question of Guinevere, or you could potentially ask Enid because you know Guinevere's name.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think sort of following on from what Freya asked before, sort of how we can help you. So, yeah, I think Moira would ask, like, how, what do you need right now in order to, you know?
Are you asking this
peaceful?
of Guinevere, the spooky lady?
The spooky lady, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you concentrate and do your best to connect with the unseen in this room. And again, just like, it's not quite as strong as it was upstairs, but it's still, you still can feel like this whole house is kind of radiating this like unseen energy. And yeah, you kind of have to really concentrate to like get a hold of it and not like let it completely take over. And a similar thing happens to you that happened to Freya, and the lights start to flicker and go out entirely, so you're all plummeted into darkness again. And this time it feels like even darker than normal somehow, and that cold feeling that you got upstairs comes back, and you all feel like you all start to be able to see your own breath. And Moira starts kind of emitting this like purple glow. And you feel, Moira, you feel the presence of this spirit. It's big and it's overcome with emotion. And you feel that straight away, and you start to see some of the things that Freya saw. This loneliness, this feeling of being ostracized, for being different, for being weird. Something that's probably very familiar to Moira. And you ask the question, what can you do to help her? And you start to see what you assume to be like, after you've kind of been shown this these feelings of this relationship between her and this other person, this Enid, you start to see flashes of what you imagine to be her last moments. You see this basement that you're in right now. You see flames everywhere, smoke. You almost feel like you're beginning to like choke down on this smoke because it's the memory is so like powerful. And you see and feel her emotions in that last moment of like, the only thoughts she has are not of her own self and her own preservation. She just wants to know if Enid is safe. And those are her last thoughts. And you kind of get the feeling that the thing that's keeping her here is the sadness of being alone, but also like this sense of not getting closure of whether Enid managed to escape or died, because she does not knowing that is what's kind of keeping her here. And a similar thing happens to you that happened to Freya. You kind of almost feel like you're starting to lose control of this power and the emotions. I mean, I don't want to speak for Moira, but I feel like these feelings of like loneliness and being like not having anyone who understands you and accepts you for the person you are, and then suddenly having that and then having that taken away from you, like I feel like that's probably quite relatable for Moira.
Oh, she's
so it's
full on got tears. Like, and she wears a lot of eyeliner, so this is the whole situation.
It's all right. It adds to the whole goth look. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
There you are. Where'd you go?
there you go. Okay.
Oh my god.
Everyone's coming
Yeah,
back.
why
Is everyone here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Weird.
Spooky.
Ooh.
The stream is haunted.
Yeah.
Don't tempt fate.
So we've had problems before, so don't.
Everyone say a prayer quick.
Theo, can you hear everybody? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you're all showing up fine on my screen, so
All good here.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, it gets to this point where you're feeling these emotions so intensely, and you just want to get rid of them, and you manage to kind of. It's almost like your spirit and Guinevere's spirit are starting to become.
Oh, hang
like,
on, I've had problems.
one.
Bear with me 1 second.
Ghost in the machine.
Yep.
Ah, it's an easy one to fix this time.
It all went weird.
It did all go weird. Something happened to
Ghost
Video.
in the machine.
Ghost in the machine. I can quick sound check for everybody.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Beep, 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 beep.
Okay, you're all fine. That was just a weird little. That was us being told by the ghost we need to keep. We're on the right track. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah.
Twitch was like, this is too spooky for me.
I'm out.
So yeah, you kind of almost get to this point where you feel like your spirit and Guinevere's spirit are becoming like one and the same, and it's hard to determine what is your feelings and memories and what is her feelings and memories, but you manage to push her out of you, basically. I will say that I think you do take a condition, and it's up to you what that is. So the conditions are as follows: angry, frightened, guilty, hopeless, or insecure. So you pick whichever one you think is most appropriate right now.
I think she's feeling quite insecure because she's sort of been building up this very fragile confidence that she's not just some like complete weirdo that no one's going to ever appreciate, and then having those feelings come back has kind of temporarily probably broken that down for a minute. Yeah, so she's feeling a bit insecure and a bit sad again.
That makes sense.
Can we see this? I mean, if she's crying, obviously we'd be able to see her.
The eyeliner.
Yeah, you can see from all of your point of view, what happened was you saw Moira sort of close her eyes and start doing the communing with the unseen, and you saw her start to kind of glow this like purple color, and obviously the lights went out, so that's kind of all you could see was just like this glowing purple Moira, and you could feel you none of you could see the spirit of Guinevere, but you kind of could feel like you all got cold and it got real spooky, and you could feel like this rush of magic, particularly for those of you who are magically inclined. And at one point she does start to sort of like hover in the air a little bit, and you all start to get a little concerned. Like her hair starts like moving, like it's being like blown in the wind, but there's no wind down here. And you all start to think like look at each other and be like, should we do something? And like at that point is when she obviously manages to like get control of herself again and becomes back to non-glowy normal Moira. And the lights kind of flicker on and off for a while, and then do eventually come back on.
Can I kind of go up to to Moira and just kind of say, that was a little scary. Are you all right, dear?
Yeah.
Moira,
I'm
it's me.
all right. Well, I must know.
Come here. And I'm going to just pull Moira into a hug and offer some emotional support to try and undo her condition of insecurity. And I'm just going to give her a hug and just kind of say, now, stop being silly. You've been perfectly capable down here, and we wouldn't have known all about this if it wasn't for your help. So don't be sad. We'll help this person out thanks to you.
Right.
If I may, while that's happening, Lindbergh's just going to loop their arm through Freya's, just lean on them and just kind of do that sort of, aww.
Very cute. Okay, let's get a roll for emotional support, please.
What do I add? Heart?
So you can choose heart or spirit. You can add an extra 3 if you want to spend one of your strings. But you can do that after the roll. You don't have to do
Okay,
it
cool. Come on. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to spend one of my strings.
Yeah, sure. So you add 3.
Yeah, so that will be a 9.
Nice.
So I guess we'll come to Moira. Does this work for you? Like, what is Moira?
Does this work for you?
Is this working for you?
Yeah, I think because it's Sasha. Yeah, because Sash is always sort of was probably one of the first people who came up and spoke to Moira in the first place when she first went to the tea house. So there's this nice little like history thing going on. So I think it definitely does her shoulders sort of drop and she sniffles it away a little bit.
And do you does Moira open up to Sasha and tell her what happened?
Yeah, I think so. In a like muffled against her, doesn't want to really look at anyone in the eye as she says this sort of stuff. But she's like, yeah, I know. It was just like, you know, this Guinevere person is like, she feels a bit out of place, and you know, I can kind of feels like how I was before, you know. So it's like I kind of felt that. So yeah, I just felt it.
That's fair. But we are here for you. When you need us.
Thank you. Yeah, and I suppose I helped. I could help, can't I? You know,
Well, speaking of that, what are we supposed to do?
oh, fuck me. I don't know. Am I supposed
Wow,
to know?
if only the
supposed
real
to say a
Scoob
prayer.
began.
Right,
If only the
yeah.
real Scoob began with the Scud.
Right, hold on. Let me just sort my fucking eyeliner. Okay.
Right, just before we do that.
Oh, don't,
before I
it looks fierce.
forget, Moira, you can now choose one of the following. So you can clear your insecure condition, or you can get an XP. I don't hear you, Chris.
Oh, no, me neither.
Oh no, I don't hear you either.
Can you repeat that, please, Theo? Because we
Yeah,
have
sure.
been cut out for a second there.
So, because of the emotional support role, you can choose one of the following. So you can clear your insecure condition. You can mark a point of XP. Or you can get +1 forward, which means on your next, whatever it is, you get to add another +1.
So what's the
and
detriment of having a condition? Sorry.
so each condition has a slightly different consequence, and I've just got to find it.
For insecure, it says it's a -2 to entice.
Oh, okay. In that case, I think she'd take the XP because I think she's still feeling a bit wobbly. So narratively, it would work, and also tactically, she's not one for doing much enticing. So I feel like maybe she'd just take the XP. Honestly.
Yeah, fair.
Fair.
It was an ordeal that you went through, but now has made you stronger, so you can gain some life experience.
Love it. Love it. What doesn't kill you, am I right?
Exactly.
What doesn't kill you sends you into years of therapy.
So
Of course,
you managed.
one of my favourite songs says, "Whatever doesn't kill me, better run."
I love that.
So you managed to speak with Guinevere and have figured out what you can do to help her. So
Yeah,
she
I will
wants to know
tell
what
her.
happened to Enid, basically.
I'll tell the Scooby Gang that's what's sort of keeping her here.
Do you want to...
How do we find that out?
Well, let's carry on looking through all this stuff,
Right.
and then see if we can find any history.
Well, you did. I will give you that. You did when you found the paintings of these people. The date was 100 years ago. So
I was just
she is
wondering.
now deceased.
She's definitely deceased. It's more of a case of, can we tell Guinevere anything about her life after the fire?
Yes, but sorry, I can't. Not to put this all on you, Moira, but can't you summon Enid or something,
Oh, you.
and they can be reunited, maybe.
Can I? Is that
I
something I can
know.
do?
Yeah,
think
I mean, you
so.
you know that one of the ways you can so there were 3 ways you can deal with a troublesome spirit. So you can trap them in something.
Yeah.
You can
Oh
do
yeah.
their unfinished business, or you can contact a deceased loved one to
one.
help
That's
them
right.
cross.
All right. Okay. I'll yeah. So I mean I can get in touch with Enid if you guys don't mind me doing another circle situation.
No, of course, we could just
wait.
Absolutely.
do it.
While you do that, I'll just check Alma is okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And,
Yeah, still good. And Moira, you're so good at like summoning, so you can do it.
I think you can all, because you can all kind of get the read that Moira's a little shaken by that last encounter. You can all kind of do
Yeah.
this ritual together.
We can
Oh
help.
yeah.
That's what we're here for.
you show us how you would do it.
All right. Well. Okay. I'm gonna start drawing. I'll draw it a bit bigger, and then we can all sort of.
We'll all just stand really tight in the tiny circle.
Yeah.
Like
and
this.
then there's gonna be some like bugs, but don't worry. They're all pretty chill.
Is there any chanting?
I mean, there isn't normally, but I won't stop you if you wanted to make up some Latin or something.
Well, I just thought, it tends to make me feel a bit better and uplift everyone when I sing. So maybe I'll just sing while we do this.
Do one of your pieces. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll probably won't do the one with the death drops, but I'll do the I'll just do one of the quieter songs. That'd be better.
Yeah, I feel like a death drop might be a little bit on the nose.
True. Good point. Yes. Sasha's just going to prepare themselves to sing like one of the real like haunting ballads that they often sing,
Yes.
so that it's
Awesome.
because Sasha uses that to inspire people. So
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Stunning.
I will let you add +1 to whatever it is that you roll, Moira,
Yeah.
Amazing.
for Sasha's help. Is anyone else want to offer anything?
Lindworm will will listen to what Moira is saying and follow Moira's instructions and help draw the circle, but will draw on their knowledge of the old magics and just correct things a little bit in places, just so that the energy flows a little more neatly.
Nice.
Like not stepping on her toes, but just helping, sort of thing.
Yeah, there's no plant life down here in the basement, but as I said earlier, this is a place where, especially currently, there's this increased flow of magic, and it does feel to you like one of those places where the boundary between Avalon and Lintagel is at its thinnest. So I think what you do is you use your connection to the nature in Lintagel to kind of just make things flow better. So we'll consider that another +1.
Oh, okay.
I know I always feel one of the things that I love about the Teahouse is that I always feel like there's something wonderful and cozy and welcoming waiting for me. So I'm going to pull out from my little snack pouch one of my reserved snacks. I've got a little scone in my pouch, and I'm gonna place that in the circle as an offering. So that the spirit feels like we've got something sweet for her to come back to.
Yeah,
I
no
think
one
that
can
always
resist
makes me
the
feel
smell
comfortable.
of freshly baked goods.
Right? Yeah, it's not super fresh. It's like yesterday's scone, but still, I would eat it. So I figure maybe she would like it too.
So cute.
I so love the idea of a magic circle for like a seance to summon the dead, and the
just a
sacrificial
scone.
offering is a scone in the middle.
Yeah.
That's just amazing.
it's a really good one. So
Elaine's probably standing at the top of the stairs going, what the hell?
We're professionals.
Yep.
Did Freya want to add anything? No.
Yeah, I think Freya's gonna sort of offer herself up to Guinevere as sort of like a someone to ground herself to. Either it's like she's either talking to her as like, hey, just come be here, stop moving around the house, just come be here. We got something for you, hopefully. And if it's like, because she felt like she was getting possessed earlier, or like at least she was getting a bit too close, it's kind of like she'll let her do that again if it means, if it helps Moira and the ritual and helps pull Enid through to be like, see, she's here.
I like that.
So she's just like, use me, it's fine.
Yeah. Is there anything particular that you're like trying to like think of or channel or put out there, considering like either the things you saw or felt from her the last time, or like, does that make sense?
I think, yes, it does. I think Freya is, although she's not experienced it, and it's kind of like that new fear unlocked for her, of like, she will channel, like, I think I know how horrible that would be if something happened to Arabella and she didn't know about it. Like, so she's kind of sitting in that with her as like, oof, gosh, that must suck. I hope that's never going to happen, but I can kind of relate to it a little bit.
Okay, so with all of these wonderful offerings from the group, Charlie, you can roll for your commune with the unseen.
Yep.
Once more, and add 4.
Heyo. Right, sweet. So I'm adding.
Because why not?
Alright, cool. Oh shit. Okay, so that plus 4, and then plus my 2. That's a 17.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, I rolled a 6 and a 5, and then I've got a plus 2.
Oh my days.
That
You
sounds
didn't
cool.
need us.
No, I
wow.
got this. That
Forget
is
it.
awesome.
Fine. All right, so you well, you guys tell me what this looks like as the 5 of you perform this mini seance.
I think because we're connecting the two, aren't we? I feel like there might be like 2 points of energy somewhere that feel like there's a connection happening, and I think Moira's, if she has any kind of visual aspect to her magic, the magic is red because that's her color. So maybe there's like a red like line or a red string connecting 2 points
cute.
together.
Yeah, I love that.
A bit like red string theory kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, love that. Anyone else want to add anything?
I think once Moira sees this string, maybe she reaches in and she ties it into a bow so that they are like almost like a hand fasten. So that these 2 people who should have been together are once again connected in a very special way.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I'm imagining like Moira stood on one side of the circle and like the sort of form of Enid's sort of in front of her, and then Freya on the other side, and sort of the form of Guinevere on the other side. Like we're grounding them. And
Yeah, I
I think
love that.
Freya's just like a bit out of it, is kind of like eyes glowing, like I don't know what's happening. Moira's looking way more in control. Freya's just like,
Yeah, and Sasha's just performing for no one. But
Just
just
doing
singing her
fucking
heart out.
lip syncing to Britney in the corner whilst we're here.
Sasha's doing a cover version of Evanescence and just letting it rip, boy.
My immortal.
God.
Oh.
Yeah! Or Bring Me to Life, ironically.
Yeah.
God, thank God we're not gay.
So, Sasha starts her performance, and Moira starts channeling. Freya starts offering her emotional vulnerability. Good for you, Freya.
Hell yeah.
I want to be sick.
Never again.
And that familiar feeling that you all get when Sasha starts to perform, like that just feeling of like being accepted and among friends, and that kind of feeling of family kind of surrounds you all, and it starts to encourage the spirits to appear in front of you, and this time you can all see both of them. Lindworm's channeling of this extra magical power has obviously kind of given them form, and you see them both kind of look confused for a second before they see each other, and you watch as they both kind of immediately run towards each other and wrap each other up in this super warm embrace, like they're both obviously crying, and just you all kind of get this sudden wave of feelings of like just this really intense and gratifying relief, and that feeling of like just being at home with someone. And they both turn to look at you all, and there's nothing said in these moments, but you feel this like gratitude from them, and they smile at each other and leave, and the lights come back on, and you feel like that presence, that anger, that fear, loneliness, all of those kind of icky feelings that you were kind of all feeling from the house just dissipate, and there's just this still and calmness.
I only just fixed my fucking eyeliner.
I know. All you hear is Sasha going.
Can I have a question? Are Freya and Moira very close to each other in the circle now?
I guess you tell me, because you were opposite each other to start with,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Like, do you get the impression that they were drawn into the circle when the two people like came back
feel
together?
Like maybe Moira sort of felt like she'd always been shoved a little bit, but she's kind of used to being moved around a bit by spirits, so she stopped herself. But I don't know whether Freya did or not.
No, I think Freya doesn't understand that control and was offering herself up. I think Freya's like fully just stood in the middle
Oh,
and
cool.
just kind of is a bit like, I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but just opens her eyes like maybe
Alright.
really close to Moira, like
Yeah, like
yeah, like
Hello?
oh hello,
Alright.
yes, I think.
Oh, if you're gonna be right, if there's a bucket somewhere, if you're gonna sometimes
No, it's
go
fine.
up.
It's just I feel
Alright.
lots of feelings.
Yeah, it was a heavy one, that one.
Yeah, that's gross. I'm never going to do that again. Well done, Moira.
Yeah, well done to you as well. That was pretty brave, actually.
Oh, stupid. I'm not really sure which.
There could be both.
True. Yes.
I think Freya also takes a condition after that. It's up to you, Michelle, what you think is.
Let me just find the conditions. Where are they?
So we've got angry, frightened, guilty, hopeless, or insecure.
Ooh. I have an idea if you want a suggestion.
Oh, please take a suggestion.
I think insecure, and my thought of this is that was true love, unrequited, pure true love, and I think Freya hasn't been getting that from her point of
For sure not.
admiration.
That's kind of what Freya wants, isn't it?
I could say that I had similar thoughts, and I would say that's either hopeless or insecure.
Yeah,
Whether you think, like, I guess it's whether Freya's like questioning whether you have that with Arabella, or it's a possibility, or you feel like it's not
Never going to happen.
Yeah, I think it's more hopelessness, because I think insecure would be like a feeling of like I'm not good enough, and it's not so much. It's like more than that, right? It's like a million other things.
It's like
she's just
we're
never
worlds
gonna see her in
apart.
that way.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like So I think it's what you said, Chris, but like it's hopeless. Ugh. Cool.
I think
Great.
Lindworm has known Freya longest and can probably see this, and then generally they let people follow their own paths and things like that, but I think for once they're just going to step into the circle and just put their arms around Freya's waist and just rest against them and go, you are always so amazing, and if other people can't see that, well, they're stupid as well as blind. Just give her a quick peck on the cheek.
Thanks, Linda.
I'm guessing this is an emotional support.
Yeah. Would you like me to roll for that?
Yes, please.
Spirit or heart?
It's your choice.
I think I'm going to go spirit because 5. It's a 7.
Okay. And we'll come to Freya. I mean, is Freya open to this kind of emotional support in this moment? Like in this way, like what is it that you would need right now? Would Freya want space? Would she be wanting this kind of?
Yeah, it's hard because I think she knows Linva means
Oh, hang on, sorry,
well,
one's gone again.
and it's not that she. I don't think it's
Sorry,
as. Oh.
Sorry, Michelle, I lost you again for a second. Could you start that sentence again?
Yeah. No, that's okay. I think in this moment, she's struggling to find comfort in that because, well, Linfa's saying, and it is like, you know, if they can't see it, you know, find someone else, that kind of thing, and it's like, I think it's so much more than that to Freya. Like, it's not as simple as like just go find someone else. Like, so I think she takes it as kind of like there's comfort in, oh, I've got nice friends, that's great, but it doesn't like resolve that hopelessness, I don't think.
And I think for Freya, because you have this devotion to the crown and to the queen, one of the things that you know you must do as a knight of Lintagel is you can't hold anything more important than the crown and your duty.
Yeah.
So I think deep down you know that even if Arabella did return your feelings, you know deep down that it still feels hopeless for you because you know that would be in contradiction to your duty.
Yes.
So what Lindworm's saying doesn't actually go as far as to like solve the problem,
Yes.
right? Because it's not the problem of whether or not she likes you back. It's that you have a duty to do, and you can't let yourself be happy with someone else.
Yes. Yeah. It's 100% that, and yeah, I think it's right taking that condition of hopeless, because as awful as this was for poor Guinevere, there's still that kind of weird thing of, at least you had it though. Like, not to be, I know you're dead, but like, and died in a fire. At least you had it though. Kind of.
But it is before the fire, you know.
Yeah, before the fire, you were having a great time.
Okay, so I
So
feel
sorry.
like you kind of choose not to open up to Lindworm.
Yes.
That kind of makes sense though, because I could see Lindworm just being like, I don't get that part.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. Like, why would you not? Why
mean-
would you deny that?
Lindbergh would have kicked Arabella to the curb a long time ago, so...
So I got my eye on you, alright?
I think after after that little exchange and watching everything, and everyone's just standing there now in silence, Sasha's just going to go. Now, can we please just all go back to suppressing our feelings like civilized people?
Oh, yes, please.
Where did
Yeah.
Rock?
Oh my God, Morgana! Morgana!
Oh my god.
That realization
Sasha's-
moment is like one per episode.
Yeah, Sasha's gonna grab Alma by the hand and be like, "Come on, we've got to help someone else, quick!" So run panicked upstairs.
I make sure to grab the kitty cat too. We can't leave the poor kitty down here.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
And as you get into the hallway, you see Elaine, the woman you saw coming out of the house, and you also see Hamwise, and he comes
Oh!
like plodding
Good
up
boy.
up to you, and kind of just sits his butt down in front of you, and just looks up at you with his head tilted, and yeah,
Wow,
looks expectantly.
this was a real adventure we got into together, Hamwise. I
He's
think
just cleaning himself.
I think we figured it out.
We've still got to save that will help the girl upstairs, but
Yes.
Sasha's just gonna awkwardly pat Hamwise on the head, like proper, like good boy.
He does a little meow.
I didn't know that there was a girl upstairs.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, there's she's the one who could see them in the he's just all right. Let's go.
Yeah.
I realize how weird the sentence sounds, but apparently the ghosts locked her in her bedroom for her own good.
Okay.
I think when Moira gets to the top of the stairs, she'll be like, "Hey kiddos, you still about? We've sorted it out. So you can go ahead and give me the key now, if that's all right."
The reverence with which an Aussie calls on the ghosts of the house. Oi, kiddos!
Kiddos, where the fuck are ya?
You see, just like out from behind, like a chest of drawers on the landing, you see like them both like poke their heads out,
Hey, you are.
and they come running towards you and thank you
Right.
for saving them and give you the key.
All right, nice one. Thank you for taking care of making sure Morgana was all right. You did a good job. All right, so just
Thanks for
Stay
taking
safe.
care of this scary lady.
that's all right. She was just sad. Like it was. She was sad.
Yeah.
She missed her partner. It was all very like.
But it's okay now.
Yeah,
She's
yeah, it's all
gone.
right now. I think they've sort of moved on, those two. So it's just you guys now, and little spider there. Have you thought of a name for them yet? You got to
Not
name
yet.
them. All right.
Okay.
Well, make sure you do. That's important. They like that.
And they
right.
like go running off, and you see them kind of arguing with each other. Like, no, she
Right.
said I got to name him.
Oh my god. Don't break anything. All right. Okay. Fucking hell. All right.
They like disappear through the wall.
You've just made 2 more angry ghosts.
Alright. Moira's gonna unlock the door. She's not. She's just...
Yeah, the door is no longer. Well, I mean, you can still see a faint light from underneath, but yeah, it's definitely not as bad as it was before. And you do open the door. Once you all enter the room, you see what you assume to be Morgana, and she's sort of similar to how Moira was in the basement. Like, she's kind of faintly glowing a purple color and is sort of like floating a little bit in the air, which is why Sasha, you realize this is why you couldn't see her when you looked under the door.
She had her feet up.
She was on bed. Sasha's just going to be whispering like a complete blow by blow to Alma. This is Morgana. We think it was her. Her sister was downstairs. Yeah, and but we couldn't see her. She's good.
Okay.
And you can see, so you see her sort of floating, and you see this purple glow emanating from her, and the kind of similar ritual circle underneath her glowing, and you can all kind of feel this magical energy, and you all like trace your eyes like back from her, and you can see like sort of like a string attached to her, like a string, like a glowing, like magical string, and as you follow it to the other end, you can see what looks like a small portal, and then there's another string of magical energy, and you see like a scepter with like jewels all over it, and
Dibs.
it looks very fabulous, darling.
Crown and a scepter from...
Fierce drag jewels.
Dragulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Freya and Lindvern, I think you both immediately recognize this object. This is the scepter of Nimue, who the humans in Avalon referred to as the Lady of the Lake. And she is actually the sister... Yeah, wet bitch for you, Michelle.
Amazing.
The sister, you would know, she's the sister of the Elven Queen of Lintagel. It's a well-known story in Lintagel, and sort of a fairly well-known myth in Avalon. So she fell in love with a mortal, Merlin, and chose to live out her days with him in Avalon. But obviously Merlin, being a mortal man, died. And afterwards she was sort of... He'd always protected her in life. And after he died, there were other men in the High Court who tried to use her for her power, and then realizing that her scepter itself held considerable magical power, they stole it from her and trapped her. But nobody in Lintagel knows where exactly she's trapped, if she's still trapped. The scepter itself is considered stolen, and Nimue's whereabouts remain unknown.
I think when one of the Avalonians kind of reach for it, Lindvern will just kind of pop something in front of them and go, "I wouldn't touch that if I were you."
Oh, but it looked perfect with my...
It may look perfect, but that is highly magical.
How do we stop the floating girl?
Well, you know that... I mean, none of you can be sure exactly, but you do know from when you had the experience with Gwendolyn, similar names. Gwendolyn, the werewolf at Squires and Nobles bookshop. you know that there was a ring that she was wearing that had caused this kind of amplification in magical power. And I mean, it's pretty, I don't think it's a stretch to say that this seems like a similar situation, but maybe with a bigger and more powerful object. What you did to the ring was destroy it.
I don't think we should be destroying this.
Question. Sorry. This scepter being like missing, considered stolen, would it be like kind of a mission of the Queen and therefore Freya, like to return this scepter?
I don't think it would be like a mission that you were given directly,
No.
but you do, like, one of the tenets that you follow is to not allow anything of the realm to come to any harm. So it's definitely going to be ethically questionable for you to destroy it.
Yeah.
But you're not sure what else you can do in this situation.
Question, you said one of these lines go into this portal? Is that right?
From
Are they-
the scepter into the portal, like everything's connected, basically.
Okay. I think Linvern will walk up to the portal and just gently run a finger across the top of the surface. Does it feel like it has a tangibility to it?
Yeah, like ever so slightly. Like you know you can't go through it. And you can't, nothing tangible is gonna be able to go through it. It's too small, it's too fragile. It's not like the one in the Teahouse. It's not powerful enough to sustain itself.
With you.
What if we just slightly damage the scepter?
I mean, I don't.
Do you have to kill us then?
Maybe. It's a real possibility.
Okay,
Sometimes can Linvern pick up the scepter very gently.
Yeah.
Sometimes what is lost should stay lost. I think that they will walk over to the portal and very gently touch the portal with the scepter.
What are you trying to do here?
My thought is part of her being is trapped on the other side of that portal. And maybe I've misunderstood the description, but if they rebalance things and push the magic back through where it's supposed to, it will return the part of Morgana that's missing.
Okay. So there's nothing can go through the portal.
With you. Yeah, I just wanted to check that.
What is coming to and from the portal from Morgana is just magical energy from Lintagel. So there's no part of Morgana on the other side. It's just, you get the feeling that this opening and this item are what's kind of forcing too much power into Morgana, so she's not able to control it.
With you. In which case, Linvern will look at Sasha. I think the girl needs a hand letting go.
Okay, but we can't break the scepter.
I would like to try and convince her to give up the power willingly.
I don't think she can though. I think that's why she's still stuck there, isn't she?
My dear, I have every faith in your powers of persuasion. You are
Me?
so good with people.
It's true.
Make her feel safe. Make her feel like she can let this go.
Okay. I don't know if I have any particular skill that can help with this, but
if not, you can just do a heart roll
yeah.
or spirit. whichever you think is more appropriate.
Definitely heart. Okay, I think Sasha's going to go closer to Morgana and then try and sort of lean forward, but obviously trying not to screw up the magic circle because she doesn't know what that'll do. You just go over and take one of her makeup sponges out and just rub some of the circle away. Morgana, you need to come back here. You need to let go of the magic because we need you here. Your sister needs you, and it's really nice here.
All right,
Sasha's
Rob.
not great, just singing. Okay, let's see what I can do. Heart. That's a 12.
Ooh.
All right.
Wait, hang on. 6 and 4 is 10 plus 2. Yes, 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Your ability to make people feel comfortable is, yeah. Although Sasha maybe doesn't believe that of herself, it's clear to everyone around Sasha. Like, this kind of vibe just like emanates from Sasha when she's not even trying. So in the moments where she is trying, she really is like comforting, welcoming, like just really good at holding space for another person. So you do that, you reach out, and you start to see this what has become quite turbulent, like purple energy, start to like dissipate a little bit. It's like flickering in and out, and you see
Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh, you dropped out a wee bit there.
everyone left.
Yeah.
I don't know what's...
And then everyone came back. It's doing some
And then
weird
everyone
stuff,
came
but
Oh,
yeah.
damn. It is making some choices.
Yeah. You said we see the purple energy?
Yeah, like flickering back and forth, almost like it's almost like you can feel like there's a struggle going on between Morgana. Like she's hearing your voice and she's trying to let go of this energy and like come back to the room.
Can Sasha do what she like defaults to doing, and she'll just start like humming a tune and just kind of saying to Morgana, just follow my voice, dear, come back, just follow the voice, just follow my tune and just ride it back. And just going to be like humming this really lyrical kind of little tune just over and over and over, trying to get her back.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. Yeah, this totally works, or at least for a second. You see her, like previously, like her eyes were open, but they were just like glowing purple, and that starts to fade, and you start to see her eyes, and this like purple energy kind of dissipates, and long enough for her to regain control, and she just looks at you panicked and kind of confused, but yeah, she looks at you and her eyes are wide open. She looks panicked, and she just says to you, please, I don't know how much longer I can keep control like this. You have to break it or something, destroy it. And then she goes back to vacant purple.
I'm just going to turn to Freya and just kind of say, okay, I know this is your thing and it's all, you know, Lintagely and whatever, but I think we've got to break it, and I'm just going to take my heel off and hold it in my hand.
Yes!
I think Lindworm will look very squarely at Freya and say, whisper to the scepter, I am so sorry, daughter of the water. And smack it on the floor as hard as they can.
Okay, we'll have a what's the physical stat?
Daring.
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 It's gonna hit me in the face.
God.
It's not terrible. Actually, it's a 6, so it is terrible. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give an opportunity here to Freya to assist. Like what happens in this moment is you see Lindworm take the scepter and like throw it to the ground, and you kind of know that that's not enough
Yeah.
to
Oh,
shatter it.
bless.
They tried.
Not here. Elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Freya's a bit shocked, like, you're so
So-
powerful, what the hell?
So yeah, you know that that's not enough to do it. So I will give you the opportunity if you think Freya would
I think
to assist.
there's like a bit of like the hopelessness thing that's going on, but also this thing is really powerful, and it's not been in her queen's hands, so better it's just not. There's a moment there where she's like, okay, fine, but she does it really quickly. Like, if I overthink this, I'm gonna like
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back on this and start having a panic attack. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think she just looks at Lindworm, taking what they said, and then just stomps on it.
All right. It
Do you
does.
want me to roll or? Okay, cool.
No, it does. It cracks and it breaks into pieces. Because you acted contrary to your devotion, though, you will take a condition.
Yeah.
That's up to you which one it is.
I think it's guilty or frightened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Good point.
I think it's probably frightened, but not like in that sense. She's afraid she's just made the wrong decision.
Yeah, frightened of what you've done, or what the
Yeah.
consequences would be.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, I like this. I'm gonna add that you stomp on this thing and you shatter it, and you immediately get that like, oh god, was
What
that
have
the
I
right
done?
thing to do? What have I done? And you kind of like, you instinctually, you're not sure why, but you like look out of the window next to you, and on top of like a telephone pole, what are they called?
Yeah.
You know, the things.
telephone pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Those things. On top of that, you see a single raven.
I'm so dead. I'm so dead.
And you're not close enough to read its I mean, ravens are hard to read. You know this, and you're never really sure what they're thinking of you.
It's just a bird.
Yeah, you're not even sure. It could just be a bird, but you feel like it regards you.
Yeah, Freya goes like white as a sheet for sure.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you now also have the frightened condition.
Yeah.
Okay, but you did destroy the thing. It gets destroyed, and the portal starts to like shift and like radiate these weird lights and energy, and kind of grow a little bit to begin with, which makes you all like, what? Did we do the right thing? And then all of a sudden it like shrinks and disappears completely. The string slowly, like the string of magic that was coming from the portal slowly returns to Morgana, and she stops glowing, returns her feet,
Drops to
return
the floor.
Yeah. She kind of immediately like falls to her knees, and looks kind of exhausted, honestly. At this point, who...
Scone?
Are we good?
I was gonna say I can. Here, you want like a biscuit? It'll help you feel better, I think.
Yeah, she gratefully takes the offering of a biscuit, and I think we will not tempt fate of the stream lasting any longer and end there.
Hey!
Yay!
We did it!
Yeah.
We did it!
Yay!
You exorcised that ghost. Well done.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And we stopped.
Sasha's just eyeing up the jewels that are now on the floor. Smash a piece of it. She's like, gonna get those before we leave.
Those are definitely salvageable.
Oh my god, yeah, those are going on my next outfit.
I think that Linva and Freya definitely want to scoop those up because there might be a way that we can still utilise them.
Listen, my daring
Yeah.
score may be low, but I will fight for Diamante.
She's scrappy, honey.
Oh dear, that was amazing. Thank you so
was
much,
so
Theo.
good.
And thank you,
Yes.
Kristen.
This is the most fun. I love this.
Yay.
I know, thank you for being thrown in the deep end today.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I'm here for it.
Fuck yeah.
Well, we're glad you are.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we end today's stream on £269.69 pence.
Yay!
So,
That's
nice.
amazing. Thank you so much.
Well done, guys. That's
Nice.
amazing. We
Yeah,
are over
thanks,
50% from our initial total of goal of £500, which is amazing. We love you all to pieces. You make this. You're making this so much fun anyway. But you know, just the fact that you are there supporting us and helping us support this charity is phenomenal. Thank you. So
Anything
much.
anything that we can end on at the end of the month for me is a plus. So
Yeah,
Same.
absolutely. That's where we're going with
Yeah.
this one. We're going to have some fun, tell some stories, be very gay, and anything we get from it whilst we do it is a bonus. So, thank you so
gay
much.
dear, who dear, me dear.
You dear.
Oh dear.
There.
What a liberty.
Right. I'm going to let Theo choose who goes in what order to say goodbye.
Charlie.
Ah! Oh god. Okay, fine. CharlieVince.com. That's where my stuff lives. A portfolio, a shop, a link to my Instagram. Yeah, I haven't got anything particularly buck wild and exciting at the moment. But just, follow my Instagram, and if there is some cool buck wild and exciting stuff, I'll put them in my stories.
Nice.
Just come say hi, come give me a follow for illustration and angry socialist rants. And,
Two of my favourite things.
I know.
of course. And also,
Dogs
of
illustration
course,
and socialist rant.
that is literally what I have on my account always. And hi mum, love you mum, of course.
Hi, Charlie's
Hi,
mum.
Charlie's mum.
Hi, Charlie's mum.
Yeah, this has been awesome. Thank you everyone. This is so much fun. I'm so excited by the next one.
Alright, Michelle, do you want to go next?
Me. Sorry, I was just panicked writing down all my final notes. Yeah.
Sorry.
I was like, oh, I'm in trouble.
Emotionally scarred.
Emotional.
Michelle. Oh no! I'm taken aback by this thing we do every week.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. You can find me at Female Trickster on social media. I don't really post much there, but where I do post is in the Discord. So come join us in some of the Heroes
Because
Discord.
you're shaping young creative minds all week.
I'm
That's why.
trying. I do that. But yeah, this was so much fun. Gosh, I wasn't expecting all that emotional damage at the end.
Are
No,
you
no,
okay?
I love it. I genuinely love it. I was like, oh no, I really messed up.
Hey, you chose to play the devoted.
I know. This is what I wanted.
Yeah,
You
were never
are
gonna
in
be
so
anyone
much
else.
trouble.
love
Oh, Mama's not going to be happy.
Oh,
Not the
no.
Queen.
Tragedy.
I'm looking forward to meeting the Queen.
I think this is the first time that we can literally use the term royally fucked in the actually.
Yes!
Love this.
Oh my god, it is.
I really am. Yay.
Okay, Wayne.
Hi,
Where can we find
everybody.
you?
Yes, you can find me here next week doing this same thing with these amazing people. So please do come along and join us again for episode 3 of this hilarious gay romp. Otherwise,
The
you can find me.
penultimate episode.
Shut your mouth.
For now.
For now.
For now.
Anyway, you can find me anywhere on Created by Wayne. That's my socials, and my website is createdbywayne.com. And my YouTube channel as well, where I teach people how to use Canva and design better and that kind of stuff. And as I said at the beginning of the show, please, if you can, let people know about this stream and also about the charity that we're doing this month, because it is Pride Month. We really would appreciate you just sharing it as much as you can so that we can try and get a few more people in to maybe donate a couple of quid, and that way we can give more to the charity at the end of the month, because anything we can give will make a difference and will help them do great stuff.
If everyone could share it with just like one person tonight.
Yeah, seriously. That, like, if we can make like £5, every stream, like, that's cool. It's just as much as we can to give the charity. It would mean a lot. So thank you, everybody, and thank you for everyone who's given already. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And that's it.
All right.
Okay,
Chris.
love it. Bye.
Hello, I'm Chris. You can find me at Chris Mepham RPG wherever the media is socials. I am usually the voice, though not always, behind at some other heroes as well in the same places. Not a lot going on in the public eye at the moment, but please keep an eye on my socials, because it is likely I will be opening up some commission slots again. So, gonna get back into the illustrating, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, this has been amazing. Thank you for all your support. We really, really, really do appreciate it. Yeah, and I'm gonna hand back to Theo.
Okay. Kristen, would you like to tell everyone where they can find you, what you've got going on, about any
Yes.
books you might have released recently?
Oh, a book? You say hi. I'm still Kristen Randall, and you can find me.
Best-selling author.
Oh no!
Hold on one second, Kristen.
Okay, I'm holding on.
There we go. You're back.
Okay, hi, and I'm still Kristen. Oh no, we're
Yeah,
we're
no,
shuffling
you're there, it's
again.
fine.
You're fine.
Okay, am I good? Okay. Hi,
fine.
I'm still Kristen Randall. You can find me online at bykristenrandall.com, on most socials at bycrandall, and if you are really into RPGs and being gay, you can find my words in my book.
This audience?
I know, right? I've written
What are
this-
the chances?
I know, right? I have this book out called The No Girlfriend Rule, about a queer fat kid with anxiety finding her folks, herself, and maybe a cute girlfriend through tabletop role playing. So check it out. It's available wherever books are sold, through Pushkin Press. That's the cool variant UK cover. Yeah, yes. And then if you're in the US, watch the US version, which is from Simon
they're
and Schuster.
both beautiful.
Yeah. I know. I love the illustrator is Simony Blocker. I cannot say enough nice things about her work. She's
Yeah, it's
amazing.
really
I love
cool.
her.
Stunning.
Yeah,
That's lovely.
she's good for that. So
It's
that's
very good. You should read
Yeah.
it.
Oh, thank you.
That just leaves me.
Wonderful
Yeah.
Theo.
You can find my
who has
work
gone
and
mute? Hang on one second, Theo. I have no idea
That's
what's
fine.
going
You
on
don't
today.
need to find me.
Yes, we do.
No, we do.
We can hear
You
you.
do?
Yeah, we can hear you, Theo.
We want to find you.
There you go. You are fine. Go ahead. Please go ahead. Go ahead, caller.
Your call is very important to us.
Yeah.
You can find my illustration and stuff at my website, which is theoblueillustration.com. And there are links there where you can find me on social media platforms if you wish to. You can also buy my book, which is also out.
And also awesome. Yay!
It's called Homebody. Oh, wait, I do actually have one. I don't have one of my books. I have one of Kristen's, but I don't have. I do.
It's so good. Yes.
Where's my
Wait.
It's not to hand. Fuck's sake.
I don't know where my US one is. I do have a US one
Where is
somewhere.
mine?
Anyway, yeah, my book is also out. It's a graphic novel about me and being trans and non-binary. So if you're into that, you should read it.
And if you're not into that, you should read it anyway, because then you'll understand
Sort
more.
yourself out.
Yeah.
fair point. Yeah, that's it. That's everyone, right? We
Yeah.
did it.
That's
Yeah.
it. We did the
Yay,
thing.
we did it!
We did the thing!
Good job,
Yeah.
everyone.
Cool, which just leaves me to close out for today. So, we are back on Wednesday, where our regular artists, Charlie, Michelle, and Theo, will be joined by the absolutely phenomenal Dungeon Doodles, or Dungeon Draws. An amazing ttrpg based illustrator who is a lot of fun and streams on a regular basis. We're very, very excited to have them with us. And to do more things and fun. And I will let everybody know what the theme is by Tuesday. It's been a bit of a busy weekend, unfortunately, so I haven't had a chance to get on top of that one yet. But we will also be back with episode 3, not the penultimate, episode 3 of
still is.
this wonderful
Yeah.
next Sunday.
Oh my god, you're
Metal!
both witches!
Yes.
Can you tell which people are the Mac users here? It's not working.
Oh, no, it's not working.
damn.
There you go. Yay!
Mine never
Look,
works
gay
for
sparkle!
Woo!
Talk to
You
Wayne.
have to turn it on.
I have, but it doesn't work.
Oh.
It doesn't want me to react to things. Wait,
No,
can
that's
you
because you have enough gay
really?
sparkle on your own without
Just-
needing
yes.
it. Yeah.
It's very true. Guys, we love you all very much. This has been an amazing surprise so far, and it's only just gonna get better. We love you all to pieces. Roll dice, tell stories, take care of one another, and we'll see you soon.
Love you, bye!
Bye!